So welcome to the stream. Nothing was appearing. It was like stopped. Okay, so gonna continue here with Nina Aquila, episode 3 that we are. If you remember yesterday, I mean the episode 2 that it was all about card games, card battles, reference to Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh at the same time. And now episode 3 that's about not card game but card chase. And it's like I don't know if you're gonna have to save now our mentor Anya or for now it's nothing about that. So we have to go get Nina card keys because now it's all gonna be about cards. So that's gonna be interesting as a mini game. Are you ready to head out? Yes, let's get going. Okay, boss. Dilemmas on your party, like RPG. Okay. Brrr, winter isn't pulling its punch. Yeah, we should get in your car and turn on the heater pronto. Kind of him to assume that the heater works. Now, where did I park? So we can see the car in there. Here we are. Where did this driveway come from? What? It's always been here. I'm not, so he said that I'm not sure about that because there was nothing about a car to be in there, no car. So like say that appears from nothing. Either way, it's here now. Where's your car? Right here, behind the abandoned roadside jalopy. Youch. Did Anya leave this too? You are kidding, right? And you wouldn't seem dead in something so beat up. Well, baggage, shoes, and all the rest of it. Are we going to head up to the Russell Spire? Let's just make sure it starts first. So, seeing if the car works. Okay, we are in business. We get up to the Russell Spire by taking the north road out of the city. You sure you are a good driver? The snow's pretty bad. You are forgetting Sophie Dylan. Look at that. I'm Canadian. So this is a reference like saying that Canadians are used to snow. So this, if you don't remember, this is introducing the episodes. Like I'm gonna pass this because it has some spoilers and I don't want to spoil the story. But as you can see, the legal stage, episode 3. This is like an introduction to the episode, but there's some spoilers like characters like that, and I don't like that because even Ace Attorney has this and it gets spoiled. I understand why they do that, but I think some people don't like that because it spoils immediately, like in terms of characters like that. So yeah. Well, there it is, the Russell Spire. But when she says that's Canadian because Canadians are used to the snow and so they know how to drive on the snow at the same time. The Russell Vista parking lot is on its soft slope. The road will take us around the lake, then up the side of the mountain. Have you been there before? Once, on a field trip in middle school, but that was in the summer. It's popular with backpackers, hikers and the like. It's weird though, I remember this road always being quite busy. The Russell Pass is the only way through to Rotunda in the north. Where's the traffic? Oh, you don't know? They built a new bypass road about 10 years ago, so people won't always have to drive through the mountains. These days, the Russell Pass is kinda disused. No one drives it anymore except for tourists. Gain an item, Russell Pass disused. So to know that nobody uses this road anymore. We are late. What time did Terry say to try and arrive? It's only just after 9 and we are almost there. Why has he set up a food truck so far away from the city and so late at night? Tip Bro's gonna have plenty of customers, don't worry about that. Here you go, there, that card. Uh-oh, here comes illegal ways. Because it's gonna be about illegal ways like Fast and Furious Need for Speed about that. Well, I guess we are not the only people on the roads. Do you see how fast he was going? Because it's those pimp cars, I think it's like that they call it, or race cars. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Look at that driving. Goes into the corner. Costa Vista parking lot, January 5th. What the? I don't believe it. I know. So there it is, a lot of people is a hit. What? What? We are clearly focusing on different things. But the line, T-Bros doing a hovering trade. That's obvious, but why are there so many people on the mountain in the middle of the night? Here we go, why? So he chose this place because he knows about illegal race. Dylan. Oh, so many cars equal to each other. Is that a team? I don't know if they are called a team or a gang. Don't tell me. Surprise? This is an illegal street racing meet. So in my defense, I didn't think you would realize. What? Do you think I will never see a movie or something? I might not move in these circles day to day, but I have eyes. One eye. It's an special. Did you know about this? Kinda. Look, the plan was just to see Terry, then head back home. I didn't think you'll be here long enough for all of this. Still, it looked like T-Bro too busy to speak to us. Are you uncomfortable? We could head back. Because the line is huge. I also heard that there were groups performing illegal street races up in the mountains. Though I never thought I would actually see them do it. How does Dylan know about stuff like this? We came all this way. It would be a shame just to head straight back. Great. I would love to speak to some of the racers and maybe check out some of the cars. He seems genuinely excited. I guess there's no harm in talking to people and checking out the cars. Okay, so look at the cars, all same colors like a red, purple. Look at that. Okay, let's start with. Then turn hard on clutch and flick the wheel to the. It looks to be in deep concentration about something. Can we see the car? This team must drive these bright red cars. Okay, it's teams. They look kinda cool. Hey, I was wondering. Yeah, no. Excuse me? How rude. Yeah, so seeing the cars is always the same. Okay. Hey, I was wondering. Go bug someone else. We are busy. Excuse me? How rude. Hey, what's with the long line? No cuts. Rude. It's always same, right? Is she trying to cut in? Hey, get back to the line like everyone else. It's always same. Whoa. So let's see here the purple. I love the color of your cars. Spasibo. Do you? Yet I have things to do. How rude. Okay. I love the color. Do you? Look, we are kind of busy right now. Maybe you come back when you got some face. Some face. Okay. These guys are fantastic. They are kind of 80s vibe. This guy in here. You are a new face. Come to leave the Costa Vista parking lot in a huge mess, same as the rest of them? What? You must work for the county. Hey, I might be old, but I'm not deaf. Not yet, anyway. I'm just here to see a friend. Yeah, well, you and your friend make sure you pick up your litter. Okay, so we have this. What's under the sheet? Whoa, a pirate? Pirates are total metal. Actually, I'm a defense attorney. Maybe I spoke too soon. How rude. These cars look kinda sensible. Part of me will expect the street racer's car to look more flashy. Wait, is this a tank? What is this thing? I think it's a tank. Okay, let's talk here. What's under the sheet? Well, a pirate, same thing. And this guy. Okay, it's always same. Okay. So maybe try to talk with Terry in here. Oops. No, we can't talk with him. Okay. Maybe that in there, in the top. The ace race is at 10, so not for a little while. Best not to walk around on the road until we can close it. Okay, it was to talk with that. So how do you know these people? They seem kinda rude. It's race night, they are probably just wired, so don't take it personally. I don't know them really. T-Bro myself found, I guess you'll call them some other guys that we knew. From your orphanage? Yeah, let's go with that. We used to come and watch, but we were never really part of this scene. The street racing been going on up here for years. They call it Tug Yakin Racing. Jacken or Yakin? You mean like rock, paper, scissors? Yep. Thibaut noticed on one time that there was nowhere to buy food up here, and that's why he bought the food truck. Yeah, because it's easy money. It's easy, he's always making money, so pretty smart. That's actually pretty astute of him. Still, it's odd. What is? Back then there was always 4 racing teams up here, but I only count 3. Yo everyone, listen up. It's time to go for tonight's race. Looks like they are starting. Let's get clear. Clear of what? Whoa! Here we go! Whoa, that was fast. Let's make our way over to the start line. So a truck here. Let's see the race. We want Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. Oh, oops, he's not in the game. Hurts for the win. As if no one can beat the clubs. Any idea what's going on? You don't know? We are new here. The 4 A's have got to race for the close of the season. The 4 A's? Ah, looks like the 4th team did turn up. Oh my god. There's 4 cars, my god. That scared me a lot. I wasn't expecting so much. Is Vin Diesel in you? You can do it, Jocelyn. Be safe, people. Hank's gonna wipe the floor with you guys. Joker, 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 Joker. So someone popular is called Joker. And she's like, what? What is happening? Why are they all shouting Joker? Are we clear? Okay, sounds good. Clear? What's he talking about? I know this one. He's radioed the guys at finish line and they are confirmed there is no traffic between start and finish. The race can start until they do it for safety. They seem pretty organized. Realistically, they know it will be clear. Like I say on the way over, no one drives this road anymore, especially at this time of the year. I mean, not a single car has passed in all the time we have been here. That's good always. 3, 2, 1, go! Vin Diesel, Vin Diesel, oops! It's better not say his name. Is that it? You didn't find that exhilarating? The power of the giants, the thrill of the anticipation? Yeah, I mean, I think so. But now we just wait here? I guess a bit like stock car racing. When you watch it on TV, you see the whole track, but if you actually go, you just watch the cars pass you every lap. Yeah, that's true. Where is the finish line? Further down the mountain. Someone from down there will radio someone up here in a few minutes with the results. Deal, I just noticed something. The line over by the hot dog truck is much shorter now. Oh, good spot. Let's over there. I'm starving. Yes, we are starving because we watch cars going. So, in here? Behind this? Yes. It might be short, but there's still a line. Of course, Jesus. It already feels like we have been here for an age. It's only been around 15 minutes. Can you see why the line isn't moving? Nope. Oh, someone is coming, we see it. I don't know who it is, a new character that will appear. It's going to be in back of us. Whoa, is he a street racer? He's good looking enough to pass for a model. Hey yourself. He has, how you should call it, ace on his cheek. You were for the racing? See? Like, I don't know how you call that. Spades. Spades on his cheek. I don't know why he has ears. That's the problem in there. Mostly, right now I'm really craving some hot dogs. Us too, Nina Aquila of Aquila Defense and Law, and this is my PA, Dylan Merlo. Yo, nice to meet you both. I'm Tay Gearson, King of Spades. Here you go. King of Spades? Yeah, you are new here, aren't you? Can you tell? You will have to ask that question. Okay, you got us. So what does it mean? Within each of the racing teams on the mountain we have 4 ranks. The lowest rank is Jack, followed by Queen, then King. That's my rank. I'm also the swing spades mechanic. Okay, it's the mechanic. Each team is led by an ace. I'm Tay Grayson. Okay, now to do teams. You mentioned something about teams. What deal with those? Here at the Roster Spire we race as a group known as the Roster Racers. As long as anyone knows, we have been divided into 4 teams. The Dancing Diamonds, the Metal Clubs, the Burning Hearts are my team, the Swing Spades. Okay, the colors of the cards. Okay, I guess that makes sense, but that reminds me of something else. Okay, now Joker. Everyone at the start line was yelling Joker, Joker. What's that about? Ah well, that's because tonight's race was something very special. You see, hang on, what's she doing? Who? Wait, isn't that... Hey, where are you going? Nothing gets past you, Trey. I was worried that the race had been going on for a while, and it's been a long time. Maybe she... Wait, but it's like that's one problem, that it passed like that automatically because it's to happen that, but like that the player can't read. That's one thing that I think that they shouldn't get past like that, let the player to read. Or at least give some a little bit time. What are you doing here? Me? Look, madam, no offense intended, but I have no idea who you are. Not you, Google boy. Her. What? You should know each other? Ryoko. It's me. Oh, so our character Nina knows that person, that is Ryoko. It's been some time. I had no idea you were involved in street racing. You were on some errand? Maybe you should hurry up and get back to the office. Annie Miller might want some more coffee. Oof. Hey, there's no need to be rude. Besides, Annie Miller currently in prison. Oh wow. So Nina, are you lost without her? Is that why you wander all the way up here? Ryoko. What's going on Ryoko? Why were you getting to your car? Alright. Trey, have you spoken to Clara tonight? I saw her at lunchtime, but I've been trying to call her all evening. No answer. Let me guess, did you have another argument? Well, what do you expect? She still won't listen to Unk's offer. Okay. It's not just that though. She seemed agitated, I guess. Nervous even. It was like she was in a rush, but like she had to be somewhere, but she wouldn't say why. Well, she was defending her title of Joker tonight. That will make anyone nervous. Not Clara, not usually. Anyway, the race has been going for a while and the finish line should have radioed back by now. I'm sure everything's fine. Yeah, well, you can be sure all you want. I'm gonna head down the mountain and check that the race finished as planned. I don't know about that, Ryoko. It's not how we usually do things. I'm going. You can come with me or you can stay here. Your choice. Hey! Uh-oh, something happened. Great, you are both here. What is it? Ren? We just got something through over the radio. Mark was calling an ambulance and the police. Oh, of course. Mark, that damn meddler. What does this have to do with him? That's it, I'm going. You still staying up here? Honestly, perhaps I should come with you. Should I come too? My Matsuta only has 2 seats, Ren. Plus, if the police are on the way, Ren, you should go tell everyone to stay put. No need to send us all down the mountain. No problem. Okay, so something happened. Now we need to know to who. Of course, it has to be to the Joker, right? Because it's import like the top. We want to say like that. Out of the way, Ren. Sure thing. Because even in cards, when you are playing cards, Joker is the best card. Sometimes he's the best card in certain games, always is the weakest. So, but in here he's the best. That's weird. Didn't Ryoko get into the wrong side of her car? The wrong side? No, she got into the driver's side. Ryoko Matsuda is a GD. I don't know what that means. GD what? It means Japanese domestic model. Her car's a Japanese import. Okay, so we receive a night. GD driver's seat is on the right. I see. Look, I got a bunch of people to reassure, so I better get moving. Nice meeting you, whoever you are. Okay, thanks you. We still gonna wait for hot dogs? Yeah, let's do that. So instead of going to that now, let's wait for hot dogs because it's back to it. Dylan, Nina, you came. Won't miss it, T-bro. We have been here some time, but you were so busy. I know, right? In fact, so busy that I totally sold out of hot dogs. That's good. Hey, good one, Terry. I'm not joking. You seriously don't have any more? Sorry guys, if I want to make more I have to open a whole new crate of cans. But the race seems over for tonight. Damn. Still, the truck looks great, Terry. I got it an auction, only one previous owner. The army? How will you guess? Anyway, it's big, with plenty of space for equipment. I really appreciate you coming out to see it, guys. Looks like Scroop's dog is off to a flying start. I'm just gonna close up. So what now? I guess we head back to Flash City. I just hope the heater in the office hasn't seized up again. Let's head back in the car. Okay, so the car is in here. It's different from the others because it's small. Okay, Flash City. Nina, you hear that? Huh? The ambulance? So we're gonna follow the police and the ambulance. For sure. I guess it's nothing to do with us. We should follow. That's all well. Go back to our office. We'll look at the background. Very good, the background. We came all that way and didn't even get a hot dog. You got anything to eat? I got some Chinese takeout back in the fridge at the office. Oh yeah? Wait, when is it from? Was it Tuesday? If you gotta think about it, then it's too long. You wanna split it? You okay if I crash at the office? You can take the sofa in the lobby. Then I will split it. So he'll live with us, he doesn't have a home. So that Ryoko person, you knew her? Yeah. So I don't want to talk about it. Still, she looked kinda agitated. You think those guys who race it tonight are going to be okay? I hope so. But that ambulance was driving pretty fast. So something bad happened. Always sleeping. Okay, to save. Yes, I want to save. Let's save in here on the 3rd, always. Okay, January 6th, Aquila Defense and Law Office. Eggs over easy. Never wake up. Fine, just some toast. Always drink with food. Someone is knocking at the door. I think someone's at the door. Dylan, why are you? I crashed on the couch last night, remember? Want me to take care of it? Tell them to come back at 9. What if it's something urgent? Then at 9 I'll be even more urgent. I'll just say what they want. She only wants to sleep. Aye, sorry, but we normally open at... You are the people who were up at Spire last night, right? You defend the hot dog guy? You mean Terry? Terry's group? Yeah, we represent him in court. What kind of lawyer dressed like a northern biker? No, I'm a PA. The attorney here is Nina Aquila. He is Aquila Defense and Law. And we open at 9. Maybe just tell me why you are here. Now that she has a good bed. The problem here is like she sleeps near the bathroom. It's like, what the? Nina? Hey, Nina! What? I'll take care of our guests while you get up. You are gonna want to hear this. Here we go. Here we go. I don't believe it. Neither did I at first, but it's true. The Ace of Spades? Last night she was fine, but then... He's crying. Whoa. Has this ever happened before? Sniff. Once apparently, but it was a really long time ago. Sniff. What's going on? What's happened? It's about Clara. Sniff. Dylan, who is this guy? Alright. Ren, this is Nina Aquila. She's an attorney and the priority of Aquila Defense and Law. Nina, this is Stan Ransom, or Ren to his friends. And he's a roster racer, right? We saw him at the parking lot last night. Yeah, in fact, Ren is the Jack of Diamonds. Okay, profile Stan Ransom. See, you are the youngest thief on the mountain, Sniff. At least, Sniff, you have the newest members. In that case, it's clear you are very upset, but you haven't actually explained why you are here. It's because... He's crying again. Nina, Clara Mas died last night. Holy shit. Let me guess, during the race, the one for which we were at starting line? That's right, the ace race. And from what you say while I was walking over, I'm guessing this Clara person was one of the ace of spades. Not just that, She went into last night's race to defend her title of Joker. She was our leader, more than that, she was like the soul of our whole group. How did it happen? That's just it, Steve. No one seems to know. All I want is to go find out, but Keisuk's wing up message was very clear, Sniff. Keisuk Akagi, Ace of Diamonds. He said I should only turn up at the police detention center with that lawyer who defend the hot dog guy. That's you, right? It is, but you say this Keisuk is at the police detention center? So he's looking for representation? Well, he wants to see you. I have to assume that's the reason why. Then that's going to be a problem. What Nina means is that we need to have a little conference, turning to PA. In the kitchen. Dylan, now. Okay, so he wants to defend, right? Because racing and he likes it. What are you doing? I'm trying to handle him gently. You are trying to refuse to help him. You have been doing this to potential clients for weeks. You are being ridiculous. I don't do that to everyone. Oh yeah? What about those boys who came in about that problem with their school volleyball tournament? Well, or that cat was earlier, someone was copying his recipe for magic beans. What? A cat, huh? I mean, or that blonde and brunette who ordered the gun shop after someone punched their muscle car. So what if I'm turning people away? We are already in the middle of a case. Agnes. And the last time I checked, the sign on the door says Aquila defense and wall. Nina, we talk about this. I can stretch our budget, but that won't keep the lights on forever. We are sucking the drain right now when it comes to cash flow. Has it really gotten that bad? Put this way, we can look into Annie's case, but if we don't help this guy, then there will be no one's name on the door in a month. And plus... And she's like, oh come on, he really needs our help. Yeah, he does seem particularly upset. Was he good friends with this Clara person? From what I understand, you barely even spoke to her. I guess he's just a sensitive soul, I'll say. That jump! Mr. Ransom, Steve, yes? We are prepared to go and meet with Keisuk if you could introduce us. You mean you'll present them, him? What was that? Sorry, slip off the tongue, it's been a rough night, naturally. But no, I can't agree to represent him until I spoke to him. I need to know more about what happened. Let's head over to the police station. Thanks, Steve. Okay, Stan Ransom joined the party. Here we go. Okay, let's save. Save in these two because they were the prologue, that is to know what's gonna happen. Let's go to the police. We don't need the car, right? I think we don't need. I think it's like only if you go too far away you need that. Okay, police detention. Okay, time to meet this Keisuk person. Yeah, about that. What? I assume that you are Keisuk Akagi? Huh? 2 people. 3 people? We are representing a team. Boss, here she is, the lawyer who defends the hot dog guy. I'm Nina Aquila, defense attorney, and this is my PA, Dylan Merlo. Aye. Looks like Ren came through. That remains to be seen. These are people who pulled Terry's crew out of high-profile murder case. A pirate cosplayer and an orphan biker. Hey, don't rise to it, Dylan. I expect better. It's just showing you, right, boss? Yeah, she's like, I'm lost. Okay, Keisuk, is it? Keisuk card, the Ace of Diamonds. Great. This high and mighty beat you are doing. If you want my service, you can start by checking that at the door. No one browbeats me from within an interrogation cell. My time is valuable, and at the moment you are not paying for it. Ha! I like her. She's direct. Okay, I'm willing to give you the benefit of doubt, as night in detention is difficult on anyone. But I came down here to meet one person. Can someone explain what's going on? Well, there's 3 of us. That's kind of self-evident at this point. No, I mean all 3 of us were arrested last night at the same time. I'm Uncastle, the Ace of Hearts. I made myself known. And this is... cut her some slack, we are a bit shaken up. She's Jocelyn Montefiore, the ace of clubs. At least that introduction's out of the way. Next is the difficult question. We did kill Clara, mas if that's what you are about to ask. To be frank, I still resent the fact that we were arrested. Jocelyn seems quiet. Let's just make a mental note of that. So, I don't remember the name now. Okay, well, before we do anything else, I need to fill in the blanks. My associate and I were up at Spire last night to support Terry's new hot dog business. While we were there, we saw the start of your race. And later, as we were leaving the mountain, we saw a squad car and the ambulance. Next thing we know, Ren here. That's me. Next thing we know, Ren was beating down the door of our office. We want to know what happened between, I presume. That's right. The best way to do that is for me to speak to each of you. Dylan, Ren, I'm gonna need some room. Okay, boss. Okay, we need to talk. Okay, let's start with Keisuk. Keisuk, can I call you Keisuk? You can. So, work backwards. Why were you arrested? Because we were standing over Clara's dead body and when Trey and Ryoko arrived. Yeah, that will do it. We are the only ones nearby. Normally there are onlookers along the track, but it was so cold last night it was deserted. Obviously they want to know what was going on, but when we didn't have an immediate explanation, both Trey and Ryoko were furious. We were still angry when the police and ambulance turned up. Ryoko was distraught. She insists that we three were arrested. And that makes sense too. Trey and Ryoko drove off. Then we saw those emergency vehicles drive by a little while after. But that still leaves out how Clara died. So how did Clara die? We, or should I say, I don't know. Once we were arrested, we were separated. This is the first chance we had to confer about what happened. I want to hear Frank and Jocelyn like this. Jocelyn doesn't talk a lot. She's like timid or shy. Because my own memories are lacking. Okay, we have the profile of Keisuke. Can I call you Han? Go right ahead. What happened? Why did police bring you guys in? Truthfully, it was because of Ryoko. She's on the right path. Ryoko, I don't understand. It all happened so fast. Clara was just sitting there dead and still in the driver's seat of her Mutsuyota. When she didn't seem to be moving, Keisuke and I pulled her out of the car. And that's when Ryoko and Trey turned up. That must have been difficult to explain. Now, that is an understatement. There was an hour while I tried CPR on Clara, but there was no bringing her back. And you say that Ryoko reacted to this particularly badly? For all I understand, Ryoko and Clara last conversation was an argument. I guess the sight of Clara like that must have been too much for her to bear. And so when the police arrived, Ryoko said they should arrest us. Of course. Under the circumstances, I can't say I blame her. Hank seems pretty a reasonable guy. He doesn't seem to be holding back, but he hasn't explained how Clara died. And now Jocelyn. Jocelyn, can I call you Joe? Joe, I know it might be difficult, but I need to know more about what happened. Jocelyn, we need to talk to her. Jocelyn, hey, are you blind? She's clearly in shock. I just can't believe it. Clara. It's okay, Joe, try to relax. Dylan's right, Jocelyn particularly in shock. It seems very genuine. Okay, the profile of Jocelyn. Now I have better understanding of how you got here. This is the difficult part. All three of you were standing over Clara's body when the police turned up. How did Clara die? I mean, it was so quick. Okay, go back to the last time you saw her alive. Walk me through it. Okay, here you go. We set off from the Rosso Vista parking lot as foursome. For the ace race, we saw your cars at the start line. There were four of us, which was weird. Here we go. It was weird for. Normally the race are 1 vs 1, but it's been very close season, so it was the only way to settle things. It was cold. There was ice all over the roads. Then what happened? We are remembering, we are hearing some noise. There was some rubbing. Rubbing? Light impacts between our cars. Actually, wasn't it Clara doing most of that? You were right, strange. So the car of Clara was bumping against each other. Is that unusual for us? No, for Clara? Clara had a very clean style of racing. It's not like her to be in the middle of the pack trading paint. So maybe she was dead already and someone was on the car. Clara, unusual driving. Then didn't she fall behind? We were coming up to the second hairpin, then I lost sight of her car. You didn't lose sight of anything. Clara turned off her headlights. I think it was some kind of strategy. If her lights off on a dark part of the road, it would be hard to block and overtake. But I was in second place going to the corner, so I didn't have time to concentrate on that. What happened next? I heard something. Heard what? The sound of an impact. And that's when it happened. When they found her dead, right? Clara passed us. How? I've been trying to work it all night, but I've got no answer for you. I didn't hear it or see it, but when you were around second arc, she had passed us. Her car was Clara had come off the road and smashed into a roadside verge. So it was an accident? It looked bad, so we all stopped to see if she was okay, but I could tell something was wrong. We tapped on her window, but there was no answer, so we opened the door. And there she was. So when the lights go off, it was when the killer got out, put the car to go, and that's why she take a shortcut to die then. Okay. Let's understand what happened already. I had to ask for the grim details, but it looked like a head impact. I'm no doctor though. Still, we checked out her pulse and tried CPR. She was definitely gone. And you know the rest. They were arrested because Ryok said to arrest them. Whoa, this is terrible. I thought it might be bad, but show some decorum, Ren. Everything's gonna work out. Actually, Keisuk, your society is wise to be concerned. We didn't kill Clara. You were all taking part in an illegal, unsanctioned street race. I hate to hit you with the reality here, but the court takes a dim view on that kind of thing. Even if it was an accident, the prosecution could suggest you three are in part responsible. But you can fix this, right, Mr. Killer? It's going to be difficult. I can pay you. For representation? Yes. Nina, let me think, Dylan. Put this way, we can look into Annie's case, but if you don't help this guy, then there will be no one's name on the door in a month. She's remembering what Dylan said. Started to wish I hadn't turned away those boys and their volleyball thing. Hank, Keisuk, even Jocelyn, I think they are being truthful. They were rivals, but I don't believe any of them meant Clara any harm. That's true. Anya, would you take their case if you were in my shoes? I think you would. They are paying, just go. Time for the ID. Mr. Kag, I formally accept your request for representation. Don't forget me, I want in on this too. Of course, Mr. Castle, if you want to hire my service, in fact, do you want to be represented as a group? It will make some things easier too. I do not wish to be represented. Why? What? You heard what I said. Sure, I know you are upset, but... That was sudden. That's what you are worried about? We need to present a united front or it might make us look guilty. Nina, is there anything you can do? Sorry guys, but no. As much as I share your concern, I can't compel her to accept legal counsel. If she refuses, that's her choice to make. Maybe I can talk to her later. She might change her mind once things have sunk in a bit more. Well, both of you form a higher Aquila defense and law to present you in court. That means we need to get moving while you guys sit tight. You got to try and build your case before the trial tomorrow, and it's long drive back up to the Spire. Wait, maybe Jocelyn knows who killed it, so that's why she doesn't want to be represented? Maybe. Oh, when we were arrested, the police took our cars. They will be at the police impound. Where's that? I know. It's to the south, across the river by the airport. Great, then let's get going. Let me drink a little bit. Okay, to the airport. Let's only save on 2 and on 3, like that. Okay. So Jocelyn doesn't want to be represented by us, because maybe, like I say, she knows who killed it, and that's why she doesn't want. Police vehicle impound, January 6. You are sure this is the place? Yeah, airport parking lot, basement level. This is the place in Pound. How do you know about this? I had to collect something a few years back. Right. Let's just sidestep that. Let's see if we can check out the Ace card. Can you dot twist? I'm here to see some cars. There is no entry to the impound without authorization. Do you have anything that grants you the privilege to be here? Yes. Here. I'm a defense attorney. Some of my clients' cards are here. Another lawyer. Another lawyer? Hey, don't I know you? You were at the casino. Just hold on while I check you in. Yeah, it's the same guy from the casino, the police. So how come the impound is at the airport? Highly it had to do with covering up some suspicious construction. Another conspiracy theory? It's not like I actually believe it. It's not like that. This is the basement of the huge airport parking lot. The cops just plowed out the whole floor. It was probably easier than building a facility from scratch. I guess that makes sense. Excuse me, miss, you are clear to come and go. Just be aware that you can't remove anything from the impound without police paperwork. Are photographs okay? Notes? Those are fine. Have a good day. Aquila. Here comes Alk. Chad Alk, are you prosecuted for the DA's office? Well, I'm certainly not here for the aesthetic appeal. I just came over to have a look with my own eyes, as it were. I assume you represent the Ace. Actually, yes, I am. Maybe a bit more economical, Ren. What's he smiling about? You really do pick them. You are teasing me. Look at the way that Mr. Up now is like with the back to us. Like, amazing. This is amazing. I will never. A sense of humor? That's a surprise. Besides, my client picked big chats. Then you have my sympathy. Look, we could exchange verbal barbs across this basement parking lot all day, but I suspect neither of us have the time. Quite right. So he say that it's gonna be a hard case, this. Oh, and no hard feelings over the screw case. None at all, chat. We won. I'll see you in court. The way that she's how you say, passing her hand through the hair when she's happy. Who was that? Prosecutor Hawk. He works for the DA. He and Nina don't see eye to eye. It's a professional dispute. The last time we talked about him, and you can't read the rest. We got work to do. Do you guys know much about cars? Not really, more than you, but I'm not expert. I could disassemble these and tune them up with only a rag and a spark. Whoa, really? What can I say? I'm the Diamonds team mechanic. Okay, then let's have a look at each of them and you can tell me what we need to know. Okay. This car. I like these ones when I saw them up Spire. They are small and sporty. These are important, right? That's right. These are the chosen car of the Burning Hearts. From what I understand, Hank has always preferred the 80s style of the bodywork. This Matsuba XR8 a Japanese domestic model, so the driver's side is on the right. That's correct. Japan drives on the left side of the road because their highway system is very similar to Britain's. Interesting, but not so important for our purpose. Ren, do you see anything unusual about this car? Give me a couple of minutes. No, it seems in pretty good order. The tires are worn and there are few bumps and scraps, but those are superficial and they are consistent with that what the Ace told us. Okay. So nothing unusual in that car. This one look a bit ordinary. Look for a street racing car, I mean. Oh, is that real life Jill 80? You have a good eye. What's Jill 80? These are the chosen car of the Dancing Diamonds and their plain appearance is just a disguise. Nina, these cars are a hybrid. You can't buy them like this, you have to build them. Each of them start life as an Impression 180GX, which is heavily modified with parts from an Impression Gilvia. It removes some of the visual flair, but those parts are cheaper and surprisingly performant. I assemble all of them by hand. This car's a GDM2, right? So the driver's side is on the right? Yep. Red, do you see anything unusual about this car? Let me have a closer look. It's in pretty good condition. Just a few scratches on there. Nothing I can't buff out. Great, we'll make note of that. So two cars that are good state, yet nothing changed. This one looks very different. Is this one domestic? Well spotted. This one as America as you or I. Technically, maybe let's focus on the cars, because she was going to say that she's Canadian. Fine. These are the chosen car of the metal clubs. Though not everyone on that team uses one, but that's a story for another day. Interesting. These are iron-tuned sedan with parts from that manufacturer's muscle car model. Red, do you see anything unusual? Let me have a closer look. What the? What's wrong? Nina, this car sustained significant damage to the passenger side front wing. How significant? It must collide with something. Another car? Could have been, not good. Okay, we found something in this car. This is bad, right? Jocelyn's car has sign of collision damage. We don't know that it was a collision with another car. You can bet that Shadhawk is going to push that angle though. We should go back to the police station, maybe speak to Jocelyn. Jocelyn doesn't want to talk, that was clear at our last meeting. So what we do now? I think we found everything here that we are going to find. Time to head back to the hostel spire. It's getting towards the evening, so if you are going, we should go now. Let's take my car. So are we going to drive the car, or we're not gonna have that chance? Because days when I saw the trailer of the game right on Steam, I think they show like you driving. Of course, I think it's like gonna be weird to drive a car like how the game it is, but we never know, right? You never know. Can be interesting. Okay. Hostel spire area, you need to go with the car to that area always. So there is certain areas that you need to go with the car. Say, Nina, you think Ryok's gonna be up at Spire? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, this is good, but I like to see the background like that, so amazing. You okay? Nina, you know Ryok? Can we not talk about this? Sweet yourself, forget I asked it. So she doesn't like to talk about Ryok. But why? It has to be about her and Anya. Okay. We arrived. I'm gonna check in with the other Dancing Diamonds team members. Maybe they have heard something. Okay, Ren. Why did you just go straight to the site of the accident? Look over there. Yeah, we can't pass because there is the police. A police checkpoint? That's why. They must want to keep the road clear. So what we do? We should try to speak to that trade guy and maybe even Ryok. We really need to find a way to get to the scene of the accident. If the police have blocked the road, we need to see if we can get through. And if they refuse, we find another way. Okay. Hey, you are working with Ren, right? That's right. Sorry, but I don't know anything else about what happened last night. We are still kind of processing it. That's okay. Thanks anyway. Wait, didn't you go for at the card gaming convention? Defie? Yeah, it's a hobby. I swear sometimes it feels like there are only like 20 people in this city. Because there isn't a lot of people, they are always the same. Any luck? Nothing yet, at least nothing you don't already know. I'll keep asking around. Okay. Hey, you are working with friend, that's right, sorry, not anything else. That's okay, thanks anyway, so nothing to say, this guy. In here, hey, what's with the long line? This same yet, right? That's the same. Let's talk with this guy that's walking in here. Hey, you were up here last night, right? That I was. And you are? In Aquila, I'm a defense attorney, and this is my PA, Dylan Merle. A lawyer. You came up here often? Every day. I'm a custodian. Of the parking lot? What, did you think it took care of itself? I suppose not. How come you are up here so late? Mates around the clock job? What do you care? Someone's got to clean up after those hostile racer kids. Do you know the racers? These punks? Sorry, I forgot to say. I'm representing some of the people who were arrested last night. Not sure why you talk to me. Well, you spend a lot of time here. I thought you may have seen something. Nope. I'm looking for anything which I can use to establish what happened. Did you see anything unusual last night? No. I mean, no. I mean, there is something, huh? You have to think about that. Maybe I want to give you an honest answer. You think about that? Hey, it's fine, you didn't see anything. But why so argumentative? Okay? He knows something. He knows something. He says, He could maybe take off the gas mask and tell me himself. What will be metal about that? Okay, let's see if they say something. No. This guy. Same thing, right? Still same thing. That's going to happen. Well, all the rest. Are you still gonna race here? Everyone, please. This has been a difficult time for all of us. Some of us lost a dear friend. Others lost even more. He keeps glancing at that car as though it has some kind of special significance. Maybe I should take another look at it. Ryoko and I are here tonight in case the police need to ask us any question. But I give you my word. Junken racing on the horse's spire will continue and will not rest until those who did this are brought to justice. Woohoo! We love you, Troy! He's so dreamy. Oh, he's dreamy. You think so? The guy knows how to whip up a crowd. Maybe, but that crowd's going to make it impossible to talk to him. So, from what he was in that speech, I thought Trey will have much to say to us. So he was watching this car. Trey kept looking over this car. Nina? It must have been for a reason. Nina, you got a sec? What is it? Before I start thinking out loud, I think Ryoko's in that car. How do you figure? Well, they just said that they were up at Spire tonight in case the police needed to talk to them. But you can't see Ryoko anywhere. Oh wow, he's probably right. I wonder why she'll just sit in her car. I think that Ryoko and Clara were close. Hank says, oh, what? What is it? They were in a relationship. I think it is. I just read something, not important. If you say so. Poor Ryoko, I had no idea. Yeah, it is a relationship, it has to be. In any case, if she needed to be here and didn't want people to see her, then her car is a good place to be, what with the darkened windows. Yeah, wait. Do all the street racing cars have darkened windows? I think so, all the ones we have seen anyway. Aha! The police might tolerate it to some degree due to just how remote this place is, but motor road racing is still technically illegal. Okay, he's going to say always say, right? Okay. Okay, so if you press in that car, it's always going to be this. Yeah, we already know that. Okay. Okay, let's see more cars. The windows are dark and there is no sign of life. This must be Trey's car. These cars are being static. Okay, nothing in here. Let's talk with the police in here. Please remain with the parking lot. This door is closed for the time being. Time to switch on that magnetic personality. Why are you here? Why are police close the roads? A criminal incident. Criminal? With all due respect, officer, it hasn't been established that a murder took place. Who said anything about murder? I'm talking about speeding. What? Speeding? I think that speeding is the thing to focus on here. These street races think they are law unto themselves. Well, I, Rhonda Ace, the greatest traffic cop in the history of Flat City PD, will not stand for it. Greatest traffic... Sure, that's not a thing. It is too. I've issued more citations for speeding and illegal parking than any other cop in Flat City PD history. No criminal escapes Ace, especially now. Why now? Now? What do you mean now? What's so important about right now? I've been reporting these street racer types for years, but my superiors never took me seriously. Too remote, they say. I had understood that the race safety record had been pretty good so far. That doesn't make their activities legal. The one positive to come out of this charge is that finally, the ringleaders will be safely behind bars where they belong. Now, if you excuse me, I'm under orders to refuse access to anywhere but police. Oh yeah? Present title. What's this? I'm defense attorney representing. I'm under orders to only allow police through this cordon, as is my colleague at the bottom of the mountain. And you are not police. Can she actually refuse to allow us to access the site? Now look here, I have my orders and I intend to follow them. If you disagree, you can raise your objects with my superior. Okay, where is your superior? At the crash sites, of course. Can she really do that? It's called malicious compliance. She can refuse temporarily, but on the understanding she facilitates our access. Telling us to talk her spirit is facilitating for us. It's not against the rules per se, but violates the spirit in which they were written. Either way, we'll have to find another way to the site. Can we pass through the up? No. Okay. Need to find other way. You can't pass through here. There is no bridge, nothing like that. No. We can't talk in here. Maybe we need to talk with this. Hey, you were last night, and you are. Okay. You know the racers. And now he says that. Nope. And he says no, I mean no. Okay. Nothing to do. This seems to be a map of the area around the hostel spire. There's where we are at the top, the Rosso Vista parking lot. Think this might be useful? You're right, let me take a picture with my phone. Hostel area map. Nicely done. Well, did you find out anything useful? Sorry, no. Everyone was here for the start of the race, apart from a couple of guys, but they were at the finish line. It was so cold last night that no one wandered down to watch mid-course. It was snowing after all, I guess. Right, we need to get to the crash site, but the police at the barricade won't let us through. You wanna ram it? I could probably rig up some ram spars to your car. No, I'm a fast attorney, not an action hero. It will work. Not the point. I was going to ask, is there any other way to get on the course? Maybe going around the barricade? Actually, yes, there is. You got a map? Yeah, I took a picture of the tourist map. Okay, give me your phone, I need to doodle some extra info. Hostel area map listed, and we now have hostel area map annotated. Okay, there we go. So we are in there, and we need to go to the accident site. Jesus. There we go. And this line we have drawn. It's a dirt road, okay? I'll take you around the parking lot as far as the 7th Street. When you hit the end of the dirt road, just keep going. You'll come out onto the downhill course. I will also put a mark for where the crash site ought to be, if it's where they stole us. Okay, Ren, Dylan and I will make our way there. We might finish pretty late. Can you make your own way home? I'll catch a ride, don't worry about me. See you at the courtroom tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I got something else. Okay, now we need to find how to get there. Do we need to go through our car? Yes. Crash site via dirt roads. Okay. Because it's the only way to go, it was with the car. Hostel downhill. Now there's a familiar face. Near Aquila, as I live and breathe. Evening, the dead flatfoot. I'm meant to assume by your presence, Aquila defense law is acting representation. Yes. Tolerance just got here, no thanks to one of your traffic cops. Honda. Yeah. She could do with a stirred mind about a few things. Sorry, this is some kind of personal vendetta where it's her big chance to nail the ace to the wall. Yeah, she gave me the whole spiel. Well, you are here now. If you are the fan, then as usual, you have full access to the scene. You have been here a few hours already, so feel free to ask us anything. Thanks, detective. Okay, let's get started. What we are looking for? Honestly, anything. Well, look at that background, you can see the lights like that, that's cool. Okay, let's search. A fledged CTPD squad car, nothing special about that. I'll keep an eye on the road, madam. That Fafu can answer any questions you may have. Okay, only search if there is nothing. Okay, let's examine the car. Car model. It's the original model, what with that black hood. That's a carbon fiber hood. It's light but strong. Then why just replace the hood? Other parts are more complex to replace, but the hood is easy. You could probably do it. Plus, replacing the whole body is kinda overkill sometimes. The car a Mitsuyotta AG88. A kit car? That's right, these can only be purchased as kits. Apparently all of the Spade's cars were built by Trey Gerson, their mechanic. Okay, there seems to be a lot of damage. Yeah, the front bumper and driver's side have sustained heavy damage from the crash. The engine bought it too. The car won't start. Okay, the front wheel. Wait, is the driver's side front wheel missing? Yep, just gone. We assume it happened during the crash. How come? All three other wheels are damaged in some way. Tracking, writing. Even if you add the fourth wheel, the car won't drive straight with this sort of damage. Have you managed to recover the wheel? Was it somewhere nearby? No, we haven't found it. Then again, most of downhill course has that same cliff edge. You can see flat sheet from here. You think it went over the cliff? It's not an unreasonable assumption, seeing as though you can't find it. Examine, so strange now. Anything else? Detective, why is this car missing its license plates? Whoa, you're right, it has no plates. Well spotted. Truthfully, we don't actually know. At least that's an honest answer. First City technically only requires that drivers display one plate, but that doesn't explain why this car has none at all. Did it have one that start off the race? I mean, I want to say yes, but I don't actually remember. Gotta admit, I didn't look either. Sometimes debris from the road strikes a car's bumper, shattering the plate. It's rare, but it happens. Could have happened early in the evening. Still, it's strange. Missing license plate. Okay, we don't have nothing more. We can't pass, try to find the rest, okay. The cars, the police are the same, okay. What do you need to know? What happened? Have you managed to produce a working theory about what happened? I'm not sure what your client told you, Mr. Kill, but to us, it seems pretty clear. What we see makes us think that one of the Ace nudged Clara's car and they came around the turn. That pushed her off to the road and into the side barricade. Now the three of them are colluding to try and defuse the blame. Do you have reason to believe one of them intentionally shunted Clara's car? Shunted is a strong word, so it could have been an accident. I'm inclined to say it wasn't. Clara was familiar with these roads, all four of them were. And if I'm being honest, they were involved in an illegal street race. That means not a motive. That's a means, not a motive, detective. True, I suspect the court won't give much benefit of the doubt. Endangerment caused by such reckless activity basically borders on murder. Not good. Honda's obsession. I heard that police tolerate the racing up on Spire. So why is Honda Hayes so obsessed with catching this? Honda? She's a traffic cop. I guess she has not a dislike of illegal street racers. Comes with the job. She's actually the best that First City PD has ever had. Did she tell you that? Yep, it came up. In any case, the racing up here is still illegal, don't you get the wrong idea. Chester Road is pretty unused now and it's too remote. Policing it to catch organized streets race isn't a good use of police time. It's true that they are pretty organized. I heard that their safety record was good too prior to all this. Well, yes and no. Okay. What? They are organized because of what happened back in the 80s. In the 80s? From what I understand, in 1981, there was a fatality during a race. The leader of hosted races, their joke as they call it, they took responsibility and stepped down from motor racing. What happened to them? Who knows? But it was enough to get the racers to adopt some safer practice. Okay. Where's Shad? I half expect to run into Shad Hawk up here. We saw him down at Police Unpound. Oh, Shad won't come up here. He'll just read our report. You so sure about that? Yep, Shad doesn't like heights. Now he can't drive. Aha! He can't drive? He probably got the bus to impound. What do you need to know more? Cause of death. We'll be working up a more detailed report as usual, but I don't think we'll need it in this case. Why? Clara Ball has been taken to the morgue, but she had a clear head wound and her blood was on the steering wheel. All of that suggests that when her car struck the barricade, her head was thrown forward and struck the wheel. She probably died instantly. Was she in that position when your officers arrived at the scene? No. From what I understand, the other ace removed her body from the car and tried to administrate CPR. That also supports the theory that her death was quick. That supports what Ace said. No seat belt, airbag. For what we could see, the seat belt was slack, probably just improperly fitted. There was no airbag. I guess they stripped it out to light the car for racing. We put together a dossier on this. You are welcome to a copy. Okay, cause of death. About Clara. She occupied some kind of respected position among these street racers. She held the current position of Joker, which is the group de facto leader. Outside of that, though, I knew her. Oh, you did? Just in passing. She was pointed out to me a few years ago at a charity dinner sponsored by the police. We never actually spoke. What I know is that she was from Flash City and was independently wealthy. Okay, so she had money. Something of high society iris. So the street race was just a hobby? I suppose. She was patron of the Hearts and supported multiple charitable causes. She was popular. Taryn Kestrel, I also expect to see Clara run for mayor someday. Taryn, you mean the DA? That's right, though it was just idle gossip. Nina, who is the DA? District Attorney Taryn Kestrel. Shad Ox boss. Oh, in any case, I have a dossier on her. You are welcome to copy. Okay. Tire tracks. Have you provided tire track analysis? Tire track analysis? The police can map the tire tracks of an accident. It lets them create a computer model of what happened. Well, that's impressive. So what happened? Inconclusive, of course. Excuse me? This track is only really used for mountain racing, but that means we have cars of similar profiles doing the same thing over and over again. I get it. I don't. It's like trying to pull fingerprints off the door handle to a bank after a robbery. Sure, the robbers probably opened the door, but so did 10,000 other people with the prior few weeks. Exactly right. The problem isn't the lack of tire rub, it's that there is too much. Even the verge at the side of the road are chewed up. As snow was falling when the accident happened, the snow was fresh everywhere too, so no help there either. Useless tire track analysis. Okay. Everything already. Okay. Okay, I think we found everything that we are going to find. So nothing that really gives a complete picture of what happened. If only there was a witness. Still, let's head back to the office. Nina, can we make a quick pit stop? You wanna get the hot dogs? Mind reader. Sounds good. Let's take the car back up to the mountain. Okay. So we don't have a witness yet. Oh, Mr. Kill, before you leave, I forgot to tell you about something. What is it, detective? One of the pieces of the evidence is a photograph. A photograph? A photographer was up on the model last night. Apparently takes many pictures of the race on later airpins. I think his name was Marco West. Marco, that damn meddler. What does this have to do with him, okay? That Ryok was mentioning? I heard that Nate wasn't the one who called the police. That's right, but he also took a photo of immediate aftermath of the accident. Fantastic. Can we get a copy of the photo? Mark, he took it home to develop it. Develop it? When does he think this is? When do you think it's 1995? It's a bit of hipster, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I haven't actually seen the picture either. But when Chad spoke to Marco about that, the photo expect to show, I'm just saying you should be aware of it as it's going to come up. A professional courtesy, understand? If it were a digital photo, I'll be giving you a copy, but this is the best I can do. Thanks, detective. No problem. Safe trip back. Okay, so there is a photo, but it's not digital. He has to develop it. So a whole camera. Okay, let's get some hot dogs, then we can add on. So a whole camera that Marco has. Okay. Let's get back here. Get some hot dogs. Okay, that will 450. I think I have, yeah, here's the right change. Thanks. Hey T-bro, we came back. I'm actually starting to feel pretty angry too. Don't quite know how to break this to you guys. Oh no, again, don't have hot dogs. I just sold out. That last about my final hot dog for the evening. No way. Sorry, I opened pretty early tonight and it's been kinda busy, what with there being no racing. Everyone being stuck hanging around the parking lot. 042. Still, I guess it's good for business. How are you liking your new job? I'm loving it. It's great to be outside, seeing so many people, being an important service. Plus, from the truck, I serve pretty much everyone and see all the comings and goings. Oh, he can help us. Sees all the comings and maybe. Terry, did you serve a hot dog to Clara Mess at all last night? Like before Dira and I arrived up here at Spire? No, I didn't. I will remember too. Come to think of it, she came to the truck on most nights she was up here. I saw her car arrive at 10 p.m. when she pulled up to start off the race. I'd assume she was running late, and I had just come from her home in Flash City. Strange. Excuse me, are you okay? You look like it's nothing, really. Just thought I... No, really, it's nothing. She knows something. This girl knows something. I wonder what that was about. I won't take it personally, you know. The culture thrives on face, and I'm honest, you don't have any. Face? Yeah, face. Like props, respect, kudos, credit, likes, recognition, reputation. I get it. Plus, it's a community of illegal street racers. They are not fond of police or lawyers. Like I say, don't take it personally. Well, I guess all there is to do now is to head back home. Sorry guys, I'll try to make it up to you some other time. Okay, you can't, she's not here, right? I want to check if she's in here or not. Okay, she's not here. But that girl knows something. Flat City. She knows something, but she ran. Okay, in here there's two people, that girl and the guy from the parking lot. Nina, something just occurred to me. Did you see Ryoka at the start of the Ace race last night? No, but then I had no reason to expect she'll be nearby. I don't know she was a street racer. That's just it. Sure, you'll have noticed her. No offense, but when you spot her later on, just for a moment, you look like you just been struck by lightning. Was kinda hoping that I was the only one to notice that, but okay. Anyway, Ryoka was always close to Clara. Won't she be at the start line? I guess. Did she do something? You look worried. I'm just trying to piece things together. Clara and the Ace were racing. Something happened. Moment later, Clara was dead. The stuff we found doesn't make what happened between any clear. Just what are we missing here? I think someone was on the car. And what could be on that photograph? She's sleepy again with the gorditos, of course. The favorite food in this game. Let's save. Because it ends this first day. Okay, January 7. Taking the shower, brush the teeth, dressing. Whew. Are you finished? Deal? I crashed here again, remember? Look, if you're ready, I need to use the shower before we go to court. You ready? Good to go, boss. Okay, time to go to the courthouse. So, save in here first. Let's save it in everything. Because it's second day already, so here we go. To the courthouse. Here we go. First day of the courthouse. Great, looks like Ren is already here. Let's meet up with him, then get to the bench. Nina, I got here on time. Where do I sit? That's actually something I want to ask you about, Ren. Do you think you can keep a cool head through the trial? I mean, I guess. Why? Yesterday something became very obvious to me. You know cars and we don't. That potentially makes you a new expert if you feel up to it. So if you really want my help, only if you can pull yourself together and stay that way. Nina, don't you think you are being a bit harsh? I'm being direct. There's a lot of riding on this and we don't have the luxury of time. Think you can do it? Won't even ban a fender. I'll be your expert. Great. So you'll be with us too. Because he knows about cars. Is here okay? That's great, Ren. Is it okay to have an expert right on the bench like this? Yeah, it's permitted, if some aspects of the case require specialist knowledge. Hania used to do it all the time. Gomshat or Mr. Hawk. Hello, Miss Aquila. I see you have a new face on the bench. Chad, do you feel you need to bring in some extra help? You can say what you want, Chad, but I came here today with a car expert. You, on the hand, don't even drive. Good one, Nina. You think so? I thought so. You're right, I don't drive. I prosecute. I think this was better. Are they always like this? From what I observed, yes. I'm standing right here, you know. I'll rise to the honorable Judge Tony. Comes the judge, always the same, like a ace attorney, it's always the same judge. Please be seated. We are here today. Yeah, she's like, huh? Mr. Aquila, I see you are joined at the bench by another advisor. Can you explain this before we begin? Yes, Your Honor. This man is Stan Werson, or Rand to his friends. He's expert on automobile design, maintenance and construction. The defense requests his presence due to the nature of this case. Your Honor, strictly speaking, counsel can invite anyone to the bench as long as they are not disruptive. In the interest of expediency, the prosecution would like to voice that we have no objections. Expediency? Whatever he's got, he must be quite confident in it. Very well. We are here today in observance of an unusual case. 3 individuals are to be tried concurrently. Keisuke Akagi, also known as Ace of Diamonds, Hank, also as known as the Ace of Hearts, and Jocelyn, also known as the Ace of Clubs. These individuals were involved in actions which led to the death of Clara Mas, as a wealthy socialite, also known as the Ace of Spades. Collectively, they stand accused of murder by reckless endangerment, involuntary manslaughter, as well as murder in the first degree. What the? Murder in the first degree? Is the judge suggesting that one of these intentionally killed Clara Mas? I don't understand it either. I would like to continue, Mr. Aquila. Apologize, Your Honor. Prosecutor, are you prepared for the case? As always, Your Honor. And you, Mr. Aquila? The defense is right, Your Honor. One of these days, it's gonna be true. But I wish I would take up those boys on that volleyball thing. Very well. Mr. Hawk, please state the prosecution case. With pleasure. Your Honor, the 3 accused individuals were arrested on the night before last at the corner on the Rostro Pass. This road, on seldom used in winter, is far to the north but still within the limits of Flash City jurisdiction. The road itself is on slopes of Rostro Spire, the tallest mountain in the region, and is somewhat famous for its use in the culture of illicit mountain pass racing. For clarity, this form of illegal street racing. When the police arrived, these 3 individuals were found at the site of a driving-related incident. Present at the scene was the body of Clara Mas, herself a street racer. Clara Mas was dead. In addition, her car, a Mitsubishi AG88, was badly damaged. These 4 main eyewitnesses report that these 4 individuals set off from the Rostro Vista parking lot in 4 cars and were taking part in an unsanctioned street race. The prosecution asserts that the other 3 individuals colluded to cause the death of Clara Mas, and we intend to prove this via witness testimony. That's a lie. The Ace will never run. What do we talk about? Order. Mr. Aquila, is your expert counsel going to be a problem? Nina, I know it's hard, Ren, but if you want to help, you need to keep a lead on it. Okay. I apologize on behalf of my expert. Your Honor, this is his first time in court. There will be no further outbursts. Very well. Thank you, Mr. Hawk, for your summary of the case. Bailiff, please bring the defendants. Defendants, can you please confirm your name and occupation? Hank, Ace of Hearts, I work as a producer at TV show production company. Akagi, Ace of Diamonds, I work as a delivery driver. Jocelyn, take your time. Jocelyn, Ace of Clubs, I work as a studio tech at Flash City Records. Records, like for music? Yes, Your Honor. Bands, singers, that kind of thing. Okay. Your Honor, while each of the fans has stated their job profession, their occupation in this case relates more to their nighttime activities. Each of the people before you is a notorious... Your Honor, the prosecution use of the word notorious is leading. Objection. I simply mean to say they have notoriety within their community. While I cannot say Mr. Aquil's position, I agree with Mr. Hawk in this particular instance. Overruled, Mr. Aquila, let's not quibble over such fine details at this stage. As I was saying, these 3 individuals are notorious within Flat Street illegal street racing scene. Chad's staring at me like he expects me to object that. Not a chance. They are illegal street races, that's beyond contention. In fact, each of these people is the leader of one of the city street racing teams. The prosecutor requests then that this is recorded as their occupation in addition to their actual job. Really make a meal of this one, aren't you, Chad? The defense does not dispute this, Your Honor. Very well. Please explain in brief why you were on the Hostel Spire on the night in question. Your Honor, each year the Hostel races, that is to say, the street races of Hostel Spire, compete for the title of Joker. Our Joker is the leader of our community. I see. You are awfully organized considering that it is all built around the practice of illegal street racing. In any case, the night in question was a night where we had intent to select a new Joker. In some years this won on points where there is a clear candidate based on all race in season. This year was required a race-off and ace race. Race-off? The competition was unusually close to this year, which meant that all four of us had to take part. I understand. So in that case, who is this Joker now? Excuse me? The race was to select a new leader. Who is this leader now? Well, nobody won. We don't know. When we started the race, Clara was Joker, but the race didn't finish, and Clara's dead. This is an unprecedented situation. The community will probably have to select a new Joker via some other means once this is all over. In that case, street racing, though illegal, is something of misdemeanor. We'll deal with that at another hearing. But with regards to today's proceeding, the three of you are aware of the charge put forth by the prosecution. How do you plead? Not guilty, not guilty. I plead. Your Honor, regarding a matter of protocol, I was wondering when you'll bring this up. Only two of the defense have accepted the service of Aquila defense on law. Miss Jocelyn Montefiore did not accept Miss Aquila's offer of counsel. It's improper, therefore, to try them all at the same time. It's unusual, certainly. Miss Aquila, do you have a view on this matter? Your Honor, as Miss Montefiore isn't a lawyer, it is normal for the city to assign her a public defender by a lottery process. It's important for you to suggest it will be your firm just because. Did I hit a nerve? Why doesn't he want me to represent Jocelyn? Your Honor, may I speak? I may be able to resolve this. I request to plead the fifth. The fifth? It means that she refused to testify, and as she hasn't accepted my counsel, I can't advise her about why that's a bad idea. Are you certain, Miss Montefiore? I refuse to enter farm play. Very well, you have that right, but I request that I stand alongside my friends. Sorry. Silence, Mr. Hawk. I need a moment to consider this. Please, Judge Tony. Given the alternatives, the only prudent course is allowed you to stand. However, Miss Montefiore, this is highly irregular. If you are playing games in my courtroom, I'll have you behind bars for contempt so fast you'll think that I'm the fastest with fledged city limits. Am I clear? Crystal, Your Honor. Miss Castle, Miss Akai, Miss Montefiore, the court recognizes your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. Okay, here we go. Hawk's about to bring out a witness who will give a statement. Listen to it, we have to focus on the little details. You are looking for inconsistency, a flaw of some kind which shows the witness is either lying or just mistaken. Don't worry about memorizing the statement, though we'll be able to recap it. Inconsistencies, got it. Special Trunk Operative Honda has. Reporting as requested, madam. Goodness. Mr. East, can you please bring it down a notch? And I prefer to be addressed as Your Honor. Apologies, Your Honor. Your Honor, this Honda East is better to say like that. Flash City most decorated traffic cop. Her record of arrest for high code violation is peerless in the history of Flash City PD. I see. In that case, this gives me the chance to pose a question that I've been mulling since I became aware of this case. Is the activities of hostess race are so widely known and always illegal? How have they persisted for so long? And she's like, I guess someone had to ask. I reply our work is unsatisfactory. Jesus. As I'll have you know, I made arrests that have led to over 400 convictions. Really, I've used over 8,000 citations. That many? The eastern wing of Flash City Children's Hospital is called the East Wing. You want to know? That's quite enough. Officer East, your activities are quite impressive, but I'm asking a specific question. Why does racing up on the Russell Spire persist despite your best efforts? It's because of those damn pen pushers, the penny pinchers at City Hall. Your Honor, if I may, the reason is down to how the police force is budgeted. They can't afford to make it their priority. The Russell Pass has been unused since the construction of new roads around a decade ago. The race have taken care of to avoid accidents. In fact, the last fatality was back in 1981. Statistically speaking, that makes it one of the safest roads in the city. Officer Ace here has pursued the race whenever the opportunity arose, but wasn't able to apprehend the suspects on these occasions. Those were under less than ideal circumstances. I've appealed to the chief multiple times seeking to mount a sting operation, but those damn bean counters just won't let me do my job. These races are a menace, both to other road users and to themselves. I say a spirited video for sir. Thank you, officer. Please move on to your statement. Here we go. Utter's statement. I was among the team that was dispatched to mount on the day after the accident to assess the scene. It seems obvious that one of these perhaps more than one larger class car off the road. Street racing is dangerous pursuit. It's of no benefit to the community and those people should be behind bars. I always knew something bad will happen on the mountain, but PD will never listen. Well, it's on their heads now. Very well, Mr. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. She seems totally confident in her opinion. Let's shatter that confidence. Here we go. First of all, safe. Then see the evidence. Okay, we have this 1981, the last fatality. The car was by Club's team, American model. Car was by Dynamos Impression GDM. Okay, car was by her. Okay. The intensive damage to the front right wing and missing the front right wheel. Cause of death, massive cranial trauma, vehicular mishap, CPR post-mortem unsuccessful. Okay. Cranial trauma. The race believed car was driving unusual during this race. All the street race car are darkened windows. If you stand next to it, you can see inside. GDM cars are from Japan, where they drive on the left, so the driver seat on the right. Missing license plates, missing the wheel, Nina car keys, it's a real keys. Clara, victim deceased, former ace of spades and joker. Accused of killing Clara, ace of Clara, okay. Team mechanic, asks to represent ace. This is the map. Rostro pass, in terms of they are used to a new bypass. There are too many tracks on the course and none of them is useless. Okay, everything, okay. It's gonna be hard to remember everything. Okay. Let's go press it back, okay. I was among the team that was dispatched to the mount on the day after the accident to assess the scene.
Hold it!
You weren't among the police who went to the scene on the night of the accident? What are you implying? Oh, I mean, I can't take a night off, you know. Inish. Everyone needs a night off. There's no need for such suggestion. Well, sensitive much? I just want to be certain. You came to the scene for the first time on the following day? Yes. It seems obvious that one of these, perhaps more than one, bar car off the road.
Hold it!
Why do you believe that? Surely it's self-evident. In that case, can you walk us through it? Fine. Firstly, we interviewed people who were at the base of the course from as early as 8 PM. Nobody passed by going up or down the mountain. That seems unusual in and of itself. Actually, the highways department at Seattle have served data for this, taken over a period of several months last year. It suggests that the road is very much disused. Nobody passed by going up or down the mountain. Plus, we know that no one passed the top of the mountain during or immediately after the ace race took place. That means no other vehicles could have been involved. That's true. Dylan and I were there and no one passed by until the police and ambulance showed up. There's one more thing. The roster pass downhill is a single road with no branch or turnoffs. This is why the roster races use it. Isn't it delightful? Those street race roads are sealed up by a very thing which attract them to the mountain roads of our fair city. Poetic justice. Wait, those that scan? Something doesn't seem right about what Honda just said. Aha. Yes, it's important, of course. Very well, witness, can you please add this to your statement? The roster pass is one road, end to hand, with no turn off, so nothing to go, okay?
Hold it!
Could someone have used an off-road vehicle to get access to the route? We actually thought of the same possibility, so we looked into it. The bulk of downhill on one side faced over cliff edge and precipice. You can actually see flat sheet in the distance. Meanwhile, the bulk of the other side is either a steep rise or dense forest. I'm not aware of any route through that. Street race is dangerous pursuit, it's of no benefit community and those people should be behind bars. You seem pretty dead set against the roster racers. What sort of traffic cop will it be? They are a great stain on my otherwise flawless career. They are my foil, my nemesis. But the antagonist in my one day to be written biography. Officer, I don't know how to tell you this. We don't even know who you are. Defense will refrain from speaking during the cross-examination, regardless of how timely and amusing their perspective may be. I get the impression that this whole situation is a lot more cinematic inside Honda Ace heads. I always knew something bad will happen on the mount, but PD will never listen. Well, it's on their heads now.
Hold it.
I suggest that Flat City PD is responsible for this tragedy. Leading question, Your Honor. It's to stay, Mr. Hawk. Mr. Kill refrained from asking leading questions. Hey, nice try. It's true that if the police had allowed me to take more active role, Clara Mass might still be alive today. Still, Flat City PD did kill her. Nina, what's the leading question? Technically, in court, you are not meant to ask a question where the question already contains the answer, or if the question overly guides or leads the witness to your conclusion. Sometimes the court let it slide if the question or answer is unimportant in grand scheme, but it's technically against the rules. Okay. What are you thinking? That Shad has wheeled out Officer Ace to try and open and close this whole thing quickly. Her step is pretty ironclad on the surface, but vague. That suggests one of her base assumptions is wrong. We just have to find out which one. Yeah, that's the problem. At the mountain, it seems always that there is is one road. It was here that we saw something, right? Or it's on the other only, because and where with no turns. Let me see, no turns. I need to see the map. Where is the map? Where is the map? I need the map. So there you can see, but there is that on the axis. There is a curve there, right? Because the dirt road can enter on the axis as sides. So there is, because the way she says, the Rosto Pass is one road end to end with no turn-offs, no other cars could have been involved. The Rosto Pass. The Rosto Pass. Rosto Pass. These show, okay. That show that nobody uses this road anymore. Rosto Pass. But here we don't see Rosto Pass. Rosto Pass. The Rosto Pass is the term of our roads near to Rosto Spire. They are used to a new bypass roads. End to end with no turn-offs, no other car could have been involved. Street race dash pursuit. It's no benefit for the community and those people should be behind bars. It is to be here because if I press it, the bulk of downhill on one side face off cliffs, edge and precipice. You can actually see Flat City in the distance. Meanwhile, the bulk of the other side is either steep rise or dense forest. I'm not aware of any route through that.
Hold it.
This is like the end, right? Yes, this is when it ends. So street race danger pursuits or very fit. It has to be in here. It has to be in here. The Rosto Pass is one road to the end with no turn-offs because it shows in here, right? Rosto Pass. But on the map, the Rosto Pass is what they do like, or where it's the accent, it was the roads. And we see the dirty roads, so I think we need to show the map.
Objection!
Yeah, we need to show the map. Officer Ace, would you say that you know the roads of Rosto Spire quite well? What sort of question is that? Yes, of course I do. I patrol that area from time to time, so I have a good understanding of all the roads. And what about the trails? The what? The trails, Officer Ace. They're tracks used by hikers. Do I look like a park ranger to you? Bingo! In what way is this route, Aquila? Who cares about a bunch of hiking paths? Because not all of them are exclusively used by hikers, chads. Some of them are wide enough for cars. Officer Haste, you may know the roads up on the mountain, but there is one route you didn't account for. Indicated on this map. Impossible! I drove that road up and down as part of my investigation. I saw no such turnoff. If I may, the turnoff isn't visible from the road. You have to drive through foliage in order to get to it. The branches of the bush are springy, so it back to normal only moments after someone passed through. I used this dirty trail myself on the evening after the accident in order to access the crime scene. Ridiculous. Why you have to take such a route to the crime scene when there is a perfect road? Officer Ace, will you care to answer that question? Why would she? This is preposterous. I'm an officer of the law and I was following my orders to the letter. Officer Ace, answer the question. Your Honor, I mean, in the interest of expediency, Officer Ace will not allow us access to the crime scene. She refused your access? She neglected to inform me of this. While she was following her orders, as she states, I believe that this was an example of malicious compliance. I'm not entirely here. That may be. Still, Miss Ace, those actions are highly unbecoming of a police officer. In any case, what's important is that Officer Ace's statement hinged on that there were no other way to access the course, implying no third party could have been involved. This is simply wrong. Wrong.
Order.
Order. Yes, I can see the inconsistency. You make a good point, Miss Aquila. Time to push it. In fact, Your Honor, this conclusion suggests the opposite. A third party could have been involved. That seems a leap of logic at this point. Absence of evidence is not evidence. That's great, Maxim. Chad, do you keep that on your bedroom wall next to the big live love poster? That may be true, Chad, but even you can concede that this throws off Ace's reliability into question? And he's like, oh shit. That's bad. Your Honor, the prosecutor requests to call a new witness. Granted, Mr. Hawk. Officer Haste, you may leave. And she is not happy. Before I go, I will say that I acted in the best interest of Officer Haste. Yes, your continued presence here offends me. Get out of my sight. Ooh, he's angry. Whoa! Anya told me that Chad was stickler for process. I guess we just saw that in action. Much I dislike him personally, I guess I can respect him. He really does care about justice. Mr. Hawk, please summon your next witness. The prosecutor calls Marco West to the stand. Okay, like something fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Mrs. West is taking photos to us. Maybe it's the albedo of all the woods. Mr. West, you can't possibly expect me to pass up this opportunity. You are in court, show some decorum. But the lighting here is marvelous, and the furnishing are so rustic. That may be, but on every surface in here, every spot, they tell a story of life and death, of the fulcrum around which justice pivots. Why do we never get anyone well? Is normal the word you are looking for? Yeah, I guess it keeps things interesting. Miss Mark West, please. Oh my! Taking photos. I had no idea that with this maze of justice mahogany there will be dwell such a delicate sakura petal, with eyes the color of sea after storm. Tell me, what condition do you use? Do you exfoliate? You must exfoliate. Uh-oh, what? Brace yourself. I mean... Keep talking? Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. I guess even judges get thirsty. And your nails. I can almost see my face in them. I just come from manicure from a place nearby. I should give them a try. Perhaps we could go together? Judge Tony? That will be delightful. I think I have their card in my purse. Judge Tony, please stop fraternizing with my witness. Fair play, Mr. Hawk. Mr. West, Mark, can you please return to the witness stand? With some regrets. Are you jump spell? Please state your name and occupation for the record. Bloody honor. I'm Mark West, jetser, artisan and photographer. So you travel a great deal for your work? just when I feel drawn to do so. I like to think of myself as student of very concept of beauty in motion. I was like, ugh, that's bad. Is this guy for real? My last booking was the Paris fashion show, prior to which I was in Milan. Goodness. Marvelous. But with all that, how did you come to be involved on the night in question? In counting. With at Paris fashion show, I received an email about something going on in the mountains here in Flash City. An email from whom? It was anonymous, or at least I could not place the name anywhere. An anonymous email? Understand that I'm a celebrated artist. I receive odd and unusual fan mail all the time. This one talked about street racing up on the slopes of Foster Spire, and it occurred to me that perhaps beauty lay not just in nature or on the catwalk, but in thundering engines and tire shredding speed. The idea stirred something within me, and I came to Flash City the following day. Witness, if you don't mind, can you start to steer this towards why you were up the mountain on the night that Clara Mass died? Confidence, astounding. Not long after I arrived, I met up with the Roster Race up at the Roster Vista parking lot. I believe I first spoke to Anne Castle, who stands before me now. Hi. But I soon met the others too. In fact, just over 2 weeks ago, I went with the group to a bar called Shim's Place downtown. I must confess, I want to see the group dynamic with their guard down, in Venus Veritas and all that. In fact, I have a picture of the event right here. So they are together, seeing that they are friends like that. I see, what do you find? I quickly became fascinated by their culture and strong friendship rooted in their loves of speed. Then, when the night was at the peak, all of us were, shall I say, quite merry. Clara told me of a sacred truth that bound them all together, a shared sense of purpose. That she said lay within the heart of the drift. She believed that only a driver can experience this truth, but I wasn't convinced. Okay, so we have Ace photo. Nicely done. Nothing can hide from my lens. So over the following days I searched for the best place to capture this truth. I soon found it was on the third hairpin of the course, quite near the finish. Nina, Clara's car, the accident. That was just after the second hairpin. So Mark was just around the corner when it happened? I mean, technically, but straight between the cars is quite long. There's a few hundred yards between them. The third hairpin is wide and offers a chance for long drifts. So on the evening in question, I walked up from the end of the course and camped out in that spot waiting for the race. I was there for around 8 PM, and sometimes group has warm-up race or other members settle their own scores. On that night though, not a single car passed me. You weren't bored just sitting there? A little, but I bought my phone and some headphones. I recently gotten into electro swing. If you had headphones on, you weren't worried you will be caught unaware when the cars happened by. I had the radio tuned to the Roster Race's frequency. A light on it blinks when they talk, so I thought I calculated risk. When it blinked, I took off the headphones and got ready to try and snap the ultimate shot. But then something surprising happened, or should I say, didn't happen. What? I waited patiently, but the races never came into view. Instead, I heard was the screeching of tires, but a bit further up the road. And when I walked up to investigate, I saw this. Okay, so they're free watching the body of Clara. Order in court. Apologies for stating what seems to be obvious, but that appears to be the defense removing Clara's body from her car. This wide angle and just a still, but I can tell you that Clara looked very much dead. Accident photo. That's not, we're just trying. Order! Defense, please refrain from outbursts during the witness remarks. Don't worry guys, we'll straighten all this out yet. The prosecutor would like to state that the photo is to be considered alongside Mr. West's statement. In that case, Mr. West, please make your formal statement. Commanding, marvelous, no problem. Here we go, witness statement. As usual during a recent race, I was capped out the third hairpin. I will be there all evening, no cars had passed by. My head went off to say that the race had started and I braced to take pictures. I heard the sound of squealing tires, but no cars passed. I ran up the side of the road to see what was going on. When I got there from a distance, I saw 3 accusers around the victim's car. That's when I snapped the thought. I hate to say it, but they looked very suspicious. No one to call 911, but the reception was poor. I had to run back to airplane 3 to make the call. After that, I went back to home to develop photograph. I thought it would be important. Thank you, Mr. West. Mr. Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. This is strange. Is that photo really compelling evidence? What sort of game are you playing, Chad? So it can be a fake photo. As usually, during recitative race, okay. Let's first save. And now see the evidence. Not this. Jesus, it's hard to. We have a lot. Okay, let me see only front right wing and missing the front right wheel. Okay. The photo. And the accident. Something weird can be. I don't see nothing like different. Okay, let's always press back to see if it's this. Okay.
Hold it.
You didn't see anything unusual? Nothing that will raise concern? Not at all. I was passing to try and keep warm while the snow was falling. He's right, it was particularly cold that night. Hear anything? Sorry, no, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music. Anyway, I'll be there for some time when... My radio went off to say that the race had started and I raced to take pictures.
Hold it.
What sort of camera do you use? I possess a vast range of bodies and glass. Glass? Is referring to lens, Aquila. Correct. Are you a photographer, Mr. Rock? I dabble. But on the particular night in question, I was using a Canon SOA 1000DS with tele lens, a mean pixel model. I don't know what that means. I heard the sound of squealing tires, but no cars passed. I ran up the side of the road to see what was going on.
Hold it.
Why do you pick that mode to run up the course? I've shot this car multiple times, so I have a pretty good idea of how long it should take. Between hearing the tire squeal on the previous corner and seeing the cars pass by, it had just been that bit too long and everything went quiet. In truth, it was disconcerting. It made sense to investigate. When I got there from a distance, I saw the three accused around the victim's car.
Hold it.
You didn't think to call out to them, to get close and ask what was going on? I want to, believe me, but then I saw Hank and Keisuk remove Clara's body from her car, and I was hit with some sense of foreboding, like I will witness something I wasn't supposed to see. So instead I hefted up my camera and... That's when I stopped the thought. I hate to say it, but they look very suspicious.
Hold it.
Why do you say suspicious? You don't think three people crawl around a dead person tend to look suspicious? I don't think... Psst, Nina. Don't forget you got to crime scenes. You can't see a lot of dead people. Think about this perspective. You was only watching for long enough to take a picture. Do you have anything which clears up the action of Hawk and the others? What were they really doing? Okay. I want to call 911, but the reception was poor and
Hold it.
You didn't look back to see what was going on? Sorry, I must confess, once I started I didn't stop, not even for a moment. And after that I went to home to develop the photo we reported. Develop the photograph? Use a film camera? Yes. In this decade? What are you trying to say? It just seems a bit quaint. Aren't you a professional? My art isn't just in the taking, but in every step of the process, but every moment of sweat and toil contributes to the final image, so many little imperfections at very stage create a kind of organic warmth. Digital works, by comparison, are cold. Where do we even get the materials to develop the pictures? Well, I get them via internet. What, so digital cameras are out but online shopping is fine? Your Honor, the nitty-gritty of the witness process are not on trial here. Sustained. Okay. This doesn't make sense. What doesn't? Mark's conclusions, they are totally wrong. I mean, we spent yesterday investigating. The reports just know more than he does. Maybe we have some evidence which crush one of his assumptions? Okay, it was on... continue. Nothing here. Very suspicious. It was here that our character said that, right? You don't think people cry? I don't think. Nina. Don't forget perspective. Do you have anything which clears up the actions of Aquila and the others. What were they really doing? It has to be in there. Okay. Let's save in here. Okay. It has to be in here. What they were doing. Taken by Marcus West, a photo of acts. He says that was suspicious, right? They look very suspicious. We have evidence that shows that it's this.
Objection?
No? Okay. It isn't like it's not suspicious because they were friends, but okay. I saw a vehicle around the car. They're very suspicious.
Objection!
Okay, it was that photo. It wasn't that one, but it was that photo that he gave on the last. Okay. Mark, will you say that you are an expert in photograph analysis? I have an eye for detail if that's what you're saying. And by your measure, the photo of the three defendants looks suspicious. Well, given that the three of them today stand accused of murder. While the photograph in question does show the defendants around the body of accused, it does not show a murder.
Objection.
That's true, but I thought it was showing that they were friends. But oh well. Are you still suggesting that it's not of importance? While it may not show the moment of the murder, they are dragging her body from the car. Check the cause of death among the evidence. The liner notes say that clapboard says of that post-mortem someone attempted to give her CPR. That person, by his own admission, was Hank, one of the accused. Yep, that's true. In fact, the Honor Mark's statement, while presented honestly, is nothing more than his opinion due to his high circumstance perspective. Defense moves that he disregard from this case. Is that so? Oh, he has something. Why does he look so pleasant? I've got a bad feeling. I'm forced to agree with Miss Aquila in this instance. While the scene depicted in the photograph may seem suspicious in a certain context, it seems the explanation could be perfect innocence. Something's not right about this. This photo thing, the CPR on the cause of death. These are far too obvious. Chad doesn't make those sort of mistakes. That means while it could form part of body of evidence, it is not in and of itself conclusive. Mark West, you may vacate the witness stand. Perhaps I'll see you at that manicure place later. I'll be shocked if we get out of here anywhere near early enough. But tomorrow, perhaps? Mr. Hawk? Yes, Your Honor? It is not often that I express doubt in your skills as a prosecutor. But you made very clear in this case that prosecution was pursuing murder in first degree. As of this moment, I see no evidence of this. Your Honor, may the prosecution make some supplementary remarks? Of course, but please be brief. I don't like the sound of this. It's my belief that anyone, no matter how guilty, can be a decent human being, that they can step forward and have the courage to ask for the mercy of the court. I look upon such people with some respect, but events early in this hearing have turned this case into a farce. What do you mean? The prosecution is aware of certain evidence that suggests one person in this court is obstructing justice. What is talking about? Just suggesting someone here isn't telling the truth. What did I miss? They are fully aware of their guilt, but they have chosen not to speak up. Perhaps they believe that we will not discover their secrets, or maybe they will rather drag their friends down with them. Who is it talking about? So be it. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call. Your Honor? Yes, defendant? I wish to change my play. This isn't really proper time. To nolo contendere. What means that? Nolo contendere. What the hell is she doing? Nina, what's nolo contendere? It's nolo contendere. It means no contest. But that will mean that she's admitted to do the crime. It's almost like making a confession. Chad must have intent for this to happen all along. Did he get to jostling? Or does he really have compelling evidence? You couldn't. I don't believe it. I can't. Order. Your Honor, I must protest. I don't believe the defendant appreciates the ramification of... Ask her what? Ask her what it means. Miss Montefiore. It means that proceedings continue, but I'm to be presumed guilty unless proven innocent. She seems to understand perfectly well. Then she should make a statement. Your Honor, the defense wishes to consider Miss Montefiore. And he's happy. I thought you never ask. The prosecutor would like to call Jocelyn to the witness stand. I'm so sorry, Nina, Hank, everyone. Witness, can you describe what happened around the time of Clara Mass's death from your perspective? I hate something. Something? I didn't want to lose. I was so jealous of Clara. She was perfect. Every gear changed, every drift. I went to the mountain that night determined to beat her, no matter the cost. We were approaching the second hairpin and Clara's lights went out. I knew that's when she would making her move. I wanted to win. The next thing I knew, I felt a jolt. A jolt had impact on my passenger side. Only then did I notice that I would veer off my line to try and block Clara's path. Next thing we knew, we rounded the corner and Clara's car had crashed. I mean, we did her impact just prior to the accident. You two, don't be ridiculous. Jocelyn wouldn't hurt a fly. I'm not happy about it either, Hank. But then, how do you explain it? I did it. I want to beat her. I want to win. I killed Clara Mass. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Your Honor, the prosecution wishes to highlight two pieces of evidence. When Clara Mass's car was found, it had extensive damage on the driver's side. Meanwhile, Miss Montefiore's car had significant damage on its passenger side. So that's why Shadow was at police impound. Nina. I got to say I agree with Hank. Justice is dedicated, but she's not a murderer. Hasn't that ship sailed? She just admit to it. Not necessarily. The mind is a powerful thing. You can convince yourself the sky is green if you try hard enough. Sometimes people are confronted with evidence they will join the dots all on their own. She feels guilty and there's convincing theory that she is guilty, so she thinks she is guilty. That doesn't make it true. Your Honor, may the defense begin our cross-examination? You may, Mr. Aquila. Okay, witness statement. I remember it like it was a movie scene. I can play it over and over in my head. I looked in my mirror and saw the moment that Clara had light and thought. Okay, so she was in front of Clara. I was so determined to block her that I veered to the right and bang! It must have been Clara's AG-88. Moments later, Clara was dead. Oh God, what I have done. Wait, but it's the right side that is damaged. I was sympathetic Miss Montefiore. I'm sorry that your actions have led you to this point. Miss Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. I don't believe Jocelyn did it. I believe she believes she did, but I don't think she could commit murder, even if she wanted to. There's got to be something which proves it, or this is all gonna be over before it even starts. It's gonna be hard to know. Okay, always saving. Like this, only on one because I have one, or I lost one elf, so let's press. Sorry, Jocelyn, I'm aware that this is very distracting for you, but when we spoke yesterday, you didn't speak in quite so absolute terms. I wasn't sure. It was dark and snowy. I couldn't be certain what I hit at the time. I hope against hope that when they design my car, somehow they will find that it wasn't Clara. But then that prosecutor came to see me last night, and he mentioned about damage to the cars. He still hopes something will come up today, as I'm finding it hard to accept what I did. Those doesn't sound like words you can't even read. If you find fault with my accusation, Aquila, then sure you can present some evidence, not merely conjecture. Sustain. Defendant, please continue. I look in the mirror, I saw the moment, okay, because she was in front. Then just blinked out. That's right. They were on and then blink, they were off. It was dark, and with the snow falling, it was like her car vanishing into darkness. It was just like her, improvisational, tactical, brilliant. I was so determined to block her that I veered to the right, and bang! It must have been Clara's AG-88. Oops. Back in here.
Hold it!
But I thought you say you couldn't see her. I was stirred by the sudden sound of the impact, and for a moment I shut my eyes. Then how do you get around the corner? I've driven this road thousands upon thousands of times. I could probably race the whole course blind. That's kinda bad. But if you didn't see Clara's car at the moment you hit, you seem to have got the wrong idea, Aquila. It was dark, both cars were damaged. While it's true, Miss Montefiore didn't see the instant of impact. The point is that she's convinced it was Clara's car. Something still seems wrong about this. Months later, Clara was like, oh god, what I've done. She's clearly distressed, but I don't think we can learn anything from pushing her even more. Probably best to leave this part of her statement well alone. Shepard convinced me at this point. I don't believe it for a second. A little bit of conjecture not going to cut it here. Shad's theory is compelling, and after Jocelyn changed her play, I need something in the evidence that makes Shad's theory impossible. If I think about anything I learned, yes, about racing, about cars, what do I know that Shad probably doesn't? In here it isn't. In my mirrors at the moment. It was the third that blocked her that it was in here, right? Yeah, it has to be in here. Okay, it has to be in here. Let's save in here. I was the third to block her, right? And then I veered to the right, pow, and bang. It must have been Clara's car. Okay, let's see the evidence. Clara's car. She's from the blue. Let me see here. Car used by the club team, an American model only. Extensive damage from front right wing and front right, so right side. So if she hit by the right, oh, she couldn't because it's damage on the right. I'm missing the front right wheel, so it need to be in the front, right? So is this that I need to show? Street trace have darker windows. Even if you stand next to them, you can see inside. GDM cars are from Japan, where they drive on the left, so the drive seat is on the right. Okay. GDM. Let me see. She's Ace of Clubs, clubs. American model, so she drives on the left. Wow, like this. So I think I need to show this. I was able to block her that I veered to the right and bang! It must be Clara AG. Yeah, it has to be the car. Jocelyn, you said you start to think about this after Shad came to you last night, correct? You say you'll show you compelling evidence about damage to both your Maverick and Clara AG88. That's right. Okay, let's talk his ego just a bit. I have to admit this is a clever piece of deduction. Shad, can you explain how you figured it out? With pleasure. In this statement we received from the defenders mentioned a loud sound before they saw that Clara had crashed her car. When I visited the place in Palm, I noticed that Jocelyn's car had extensive damage on its passenger side, while the T5 report from the crash showed that Clara's car was damaged on its driver's side. From this fact I deduced that Miss Montefiore had instigated the crash. There it is. Chad, can you just clarify one thing for me? Of course. You don't drive, do you? No, I cycle extensively or use flat-seat public transit system. Why? You also haven't seen Clara's car yet, have you? With your own eyes. There was no need. I read Flatfoot writer report, it was comprehensive. Wait, how do you know? Your Honor, the defense will direct the court to look again at two pieces of evidence. Jocelyn Montefiore Maverick damage on its passenger side and Clara Mas AG88 damage on the driver's side. Oh, of course. Whoa, that's so obvious. But that will mean... Hey, what's the big idea? What are you babbling about, Aquila? Do you know what GDM means, Shats? Because I do. Your Honor, while Jocelyn's car is American, Clara's car is Japanese domestic model, so the drive is on the right, meaning that both cars are damaged on their right hand side. That makes it impossible for Jocelyn's car to have impacted Clara's car in the way the prosecution believes. Then just what did Jocelyn eat on the road? A nocturnal animal? A piece of debris? Who cares?
Objection.
There's absolutely no proof that it was anything other than... The absence of evidence is not proof, Chad. She could have hit anything up there, but she couldn't have hit Clara's car. Your Honor, Jocelyn's play was based on how a piece of evidence suggests it was certain that she was guilty. In fact, as this evidence has been proven to fundamentally flawed, the defense requests that she be permitted to change her plea. Oh my god! Oh my god, Jesus!
Order!
Order. I must say this has been an unusual day. But given what has just been pointed out, I'm inclined to agree with Miss Aquila. Miss Montefiore, do you wish to change your plea? Yes, Your Honor, I wish to plead not guilty. As I expected, the court recognized your plea. However, Mr. Hawk, this revelation no doubt has a profound effect on the prosecution case. Did we do it? Maybe, just maybe. He's angry and said at the same time, Your Honor, the prosecution requests that we modify the charge we have brought up against the defendants. We wish to retract the charge of murder in the first degree. Yay! Wait for the other show to drop. However, in its place we wish to propose a charge of murder in the second degree. We also still press the charge of murder by reckless endangerment and involuntary manslaughter. No! That's what I thought. Is it prosecution prerogative to remind the court that this charge can still result in capital penalties for all three defendants? Why do I get the feeling that we got out of the woods only to wander into the worst part of town? Very well, Mr. Hawk, the court should explain to both bench that the biggest concern in this case is that we still lack a clear picture about what took place in the moments leading up to Clara's death. However, Mr. Aquila, yes, Your Honor, be aware I will not hesitate to sentence all of the defendants equally if I feel they are colluding to defuse their guilt. This in part because the death occurred during an activity that was, by definition, illegal. Understood. As I am unable to read a verdict at this time, I suggest we adjourn for today. Both bench are urged to investigate further and restate their case. We shall recover the day after tomorrow. Okay, again, adjourning. It has to be. Okay, we need to find more evidence. But it was easy, like, the only problem was to see if it was the car or not. And the other photo was like 2 photos, so I only mistake on 1 photo. But it was easy to understand immediately. Okay, she's still seeing this, the image of the murder of when Anya was arrested. There's got to be something. But it's like we can't see nothing in here. Like it's like we only see the janitor and it is him because of Sophia missed. I think it was like the first one that passed through here, the first janitor. It was the real janitor, but then someone knocked the real janitor and disguised it as a janitor because see now it has a scar on his cheek. And before didn't touch, so someone knocked the real janitor and disguised as a janitor. Think more like Anya. Maybe if I try to talk and act like her for a bit, I will think of something. Is the scar is different already? What I'm thinking, that's ridiculous. It's easy to understand, the janitor is not the same already. Still, you can see the difference between the face. Yeah. The guy knocked the real janitor and disguised it like that. He could make Anya to be the killer. Easy. I'm so good as a fan. Damn it. Hey Nina. Hey, I heard you. Because he's still watching that, like trying to see, but there is nothing. There is collected down payment just clear for our service. You wanna grab some lunch? Might be fun to eat something other than instant ramen and we cold Chinese food. Sounds good. You got something in mind? I thought maybe the Great Wave. I think we're in love with that place. Hey, what can I say? I feel like sushi. Besides, it's Thursday and they do an all-you-can-eat special. Okay, you convinced me. Come see me when we are ready to head out. Always like that, if in case you want to search more like that. So, it's like, it's always good that. That's safe. Because we delayed the case. My laptop, not how to boss Reddit today. No network. Without PC, there's nothing to do. The phone. Maybe we need to use the phone? Okay, no. because of that guy or not second episode say to phone to him. So let's go out. Maybe we're gonna need him again because like he said. Okay, where is the Great Wave again? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. They moved it. The old restaurant? Yeah, it's near the convenience store now. Not quite sure how is that possible. Well, it's true. Check your GPS. In here? The Great Wave Sushi Restaurant, January 8th. Welcome to the Great Wave. As a Flash City premier 24-hour sushi restaurant, we pride ourselves on an authentic kaiten sushi experience. We charge by the plate, so it's easy to order as much or as little as you want. We also have a range of specials that you can order a la carte. Is it your first time visiting? Dylan, back again, huh? So she recognizes him. Aye, chew for the all you can eat. Oh. Is something wrong? Sorry, but we have moved the day for all you can eat to Mondays. No way, that makes us 3 whole days late. Shame you didn't come in on Monday. Hardly, we were on our way to the Spire to see Terry's hot dog truck. Right, I guess that will be in the night of day's race accident. Yeah, it causes some confusion. We have updated our business cards with the new detail store. Here, you can put it on notice board or something back at your office. Great Wave business cards. You still wanna eat here? Just pay by the plate? We are here now, may as well. Wonderful, let's see now. We are rather busy. Are you okay sitting up at the belt? Anywhere fine. Okay, I spot shoe stools there. Okay. Just call for me to total up your place once you are enough. Thanks. Let's get some shower. Okay, in here, that is to sit. What are you thinking? Salmon? Some rolls? I think I just saw some fried chicken go past us. I don't know, wait until we spot some sashimi. Could you pass the ginger? Yes, just a... Oops. And it's Miss Rock. It has to be. Oh wow, good catch. Yep, don't mention it. You could see from behind that it was Miss Rock. Shut Hawk?
Wait.
No way! What are you doing here? Eating sushi? Ask a stupid question, I guess. If you come here often, I'm surprised you never run into each other. The prosecutor's office is in this part of town, so I get lunch here sometimes. Still, I'm surprised you will take time out for a sit-down meal during an active investigation. I'm not a machine, you know? Could have fooled us. What? Well, why there is a bear, a teddy bear in there? Is it that isn't food? It's strange. I've dealt with Chad from across the courtroom so much that I tend to see him as less of a person, and more cog in Flash City's judicial system. We have little common ground to make us small talk. I know that is kind of famous for a case from several years ago. Maybe start with that? How's your investigation going? Excuse you? You think we're gonna share... What? No. Even you two are more professional than that. I'm talking about Anya's case. What makes you think I'm still investigating Anya's case? Call it a hunch. Yeah, she's like sad. Shad, can I ask you something? Go ahead. Do you seriously think that Anya was guilty? Doesn't matter what I thought. Don't give me that crap. You might be prosecutor, but I'm led to believe that you are also a person. Aquila, Nina. I bore Anya no ill will, but the evidence was just too compelling. That's just it. I reviewed the evidence countless times, looking for some gap, some flaw. I already saw the flaw there, but well. Anya was always better at this. She could flip her perspective on a body of evidence as easy as turning over playing card at poker table. I was never quite so good at it. No, your style is more improvisational. I'm not sure if that's an insult or a compliment. Coming from him, it could be both. You are quick, Myrtle. I like that. Thanks, I think. Aquila, it stuns me that despite your evident talents, the solution eludes you. It's simple logic. Anya has seen all of the evidence that was presented at her own trial. So, do I have to walk you through it? If that's true, that means applying her methods as an approach is fundamentally flawed. There has to be something which was taken at face value, which isn't what it seems. Call it a hidden truth. Where do you suggest I look? No idea. There is goes the bear again. I'm decided it's not up to me to tell you how to do your job. Check, please. Interesting. It's like trying to help us, but at the same time not saying everything. That's 3, 4. Okay, is your receipt? Please pay at the door on your way out. Oh, Aquila? Tyrion didn't believe it. Huh? My boss, the DA, Tyrion Castle? She's pretty stoic, as I'm sure you know, but when Annie's case came in, she said that she found it very hard to believe. Thanks. Okay. See you in court tomorrow. Don't expect a polite chit-chat. So showing that he cares about us and Annie and everything, so yeah. Whoa. You surprised Shad Hawk that has the capacity to be nice? Nice? You call that nice? By his standards. I guess. I'm still processing the idea that he's actually human. Plus, I'm starving. There's some sashimi. Quick, before it gets away. Oh, but you can pick up the bear to see what it is. Or is some reference to something, I don't know. Maybe it's a reference to something, but I don't know. 14 plates. What can I say? I really like salmon. Ready to head up to the spire? Yeah, I'm good to go. Okay, let's get in the car. Here we go. Nina, Dylan. I've been looking for you guys. Yeah, we just went to get some food. Sophie's going up at the spire. Are you guys heading up there now? About to, yes, great. Mind if I ride up with you? Yeah, no problem, hop in. Here we go again. To the spire. Look at that speed. Looks like someone coming up behind us. Uh-oh. Ryoko? I think it is Ryoko, because he's a purple car. Yeah, that was Ryoko. You are so certain? Believe me, I can tell. It was purple car, she belongs to that team. Every racer on Spire has a way of driving, called their own unique style. It's unmistakable. Imitating someone else's style will be like copying their own personality. Is it really that deep? It's just street racing. I didn't understand it either until I got out onto the asphalt. I think discovering this is like a shared journey we all take. That's what makes the roster races like a family. Put in perspective, why can't you accept that the ace could be guilty? Yeah, I can't believe that the ace will try to kill Clara simply to win. Because to an ace of the roster races, it's not about winning, it's not? No. It's about something only the race really understands. Interesting, he doesn't believe that Ryoko killed it. The truth that lurks in the heart of drift. Getting at the heart of drift. What? Okay. Okay, we are back to the spire. Here you go. Retro Vista parking lot, January 8th. I'm started by grabbing one of those hot dogs. Didn't seem to care. Oh, someone is talking about something. I can't believe you would. Are you accusing me? Because if you are, then own it or stow it. But maybe I should check that out first. So the teams are starting to argue against each other. That looks ugly. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, the teams are going against each other. This bickering is futile. We shouldn't allow ourselves to. Oh, can it Lance? Can you even see what's going on from under that mask? Hey, leave him alone. I agree. Hey, no surprise there. What? Always the peacemaker, aren't you, Trey? Always trying to broker the deal. Well, it's not happening this time. That's rich coming from the hurts. This all happened because Hank wanted to triumph. You wanna go, coffee boy? Back up before you hurt yourself. Pff, forget it. Come on, guys. Come see us when you are ready to apologize. Same goes for you. Not gonna happen. I find all your attitudes quite distasteful. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Like a family, huh? Yeah. Does your family get along all the time? I'm an orphan, if you must know. People are just tense. You know about the 1981 incident, right? I know someone died in a race. Not just that. It brought down the 10th choker. They said he left the racing scene, never to return again. Almost killed racing on the Spire. And people are worried that will happen again? I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to Diamond's area and talk to the guys. See if you turn up anything useful. See you later. Nina. Something eating at these people. Well, yeah, someone died, their leaders are in custody, and Ren just said more than that. If these people really are like a family, a loss like Clara should have caused at least some of them to draw together. Instead, it's driving a wedge between them. I think there's something stirring up this kind of animosity. I guess we'll just have to ask them and find out. Let's talk to the kings of all 4 teams and see where we get. And maybe that janitor guy too. Let's save because we are already in here. It's always like that. Like this. So let's start talking. First the janitor, right? It's better. Hi there, Nina, was it? That's right. Did you see that argument earlier? Kinda hard to miss it. What do you make of it? Makes me sad to see what losing Clara has caused them to. I thought they were stronger than this. Think they will get over it? They are competitive people, so if they don't, I doubt racing up here has a future. Won't that be good for you? Make it easy to keep the place clean. A king with no subject isn't a real king at all. King? Is that how you see yourself? It's a turn-off phrase. Right. Okay, let's talk with this. Miss Aquila, Nina, right? Outnumbered? You look a little outnumbered. Yeah, it feels like that for a few nights. I guess it can't be helped. Can't be helped? Yeah, the Jack and Queen of Spades are on vacation right now. They took their cars and went to Gulma, Japan for a few weeks. They've been planning the trip for years. What's that? Some great mountain roads, believe me. Also some great onsen by the lake. Onsen? You mean hot springs? Yeah, it's a dream holiday for married street racer couple. Okay, Spade, Jig and Q vacation. Hey, to ask, but do they know about Clara? I emailed them, so they know. But I gave them strict instructions not to come straight back. Clara will want them to enjoy their time away. Besides, it's better they don't see just how fragmented we have all become. Miss Aquila, you know, right? So fragmented. With Clara's death looming over us all, everyone blaming everyone else. I guess it's only natural. Really? Why and who do you blame? Honestly, I don't really know. That almost makes it worse. In truth, I pity your task. Why? Because you are defending all of the A's at the same time. I'm sure someone has to be guilty. Personally, I don't think it's quite so simple. Of course. I just wonder what Clara will say if she saw us like this. Clara. Are you holding up okay? I guess I haven't really processed it yet. She was such a big part of the team, of the racers. When did you last see her? On the day of the race. I told her her car was in my car tow bar and dropped it off at her place at around 6. She was still home, so she greeted me at the door. What did you talk about? Nothing much. The usual banter, asked her if she was ready for the race, nothing interesting. Drop off her car. You say you drop off her car at her home, why do you have it in the first place? I always rig up my team cars on race day. It's like a matter of personal pride. Is this that important? Of course. I'm not just the king of spades, I'm also the team mechanic. Even the cars of Spade Drive were built by those 2 ants. You assemble them? Not just from stock parts either. The Spades drive a Mitsubishi AG88, but no factory in the world assembles this car. It's a custom hybrid of parts from the AG chassis and 88 line. It's a fusion of 2 cars? That's right. It's the best of both with none of the drawbacks. They must be quite unique. I mean, a lot of street race groups make hybrid cars like this, but I doubt there are any others with the limit of Flash City, because only one person here can build them, and that's me. And ours are only ones I've ever built. Impressive. So we have the profile of Trey Gerson. I fully believe that when driving well, these cars are unbeatable in any race. I thought Toy Racing was about style and spirit, not cars. I like to think it's the best of both. The race. The race on night Clara died. Do you see any of it? Unfortunately, I arrived slightly late. Here we go. I saw from a distance that the race had started, so I decided to try and grab a hot dog while everyone was distracted. In fact, I believe that's where we met. He's right, we met in the line. Part of me wish I could have got there sooner, but I keep telling myself that even if I would been standing around up here, it wouldn't have made a difference. Okay, nothing more. Thanks for talking to us straight, anytime. Try not to judge the others too harshly. We all lost something on that evening. Some handle it better than the others. Okay. So like teams aren't on the best terms right now. Use all your parts of the luxury to work that out. I know. Look, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to keep my team together. I don't have time for the outside who's working for outside. Hey, it was your team member who asked me to help in the first place. Yeah, in court, not up here. What's with these people? Talk to the king if you want to hear about that. While Keisuke Koso, he takes care of that stuff. You managed to find out what's going on? Not yet, everyone's super tense. I thought it might be better to give them a little time to chill before I start poking. You spoke to all 4 kings yet? Not yet. So maybe the kings are like in here, like this. These are the 4 kings. That sounds like hell of an argument. What do you care? Oh, I'm sorry, we haven't really met. I'm Nina Aquila, I know who you are. You do? You represented the Ace in court. In that case, look, this cluster racist thing doesn't concern an outsider like yourself. I got nothing to say to you. If it could help hanging court, I doubt it. Rude. This guy. So what? So that looked like a real fallout. You think the others will come around eventually? This guy likes things. No idea what he's thinking, but he doesn't want to talk. Okay, we are talking with the All-4. These all things are a waste of time. Do you find out anything useful? No. Whatever's bugging the kings, I think it's something between them and them alone. Doesn't explain what no one else will tell to us. Oh, that's just because you don't have face. Credit. Kudos. Rap. I get it. But if there is no other way, they will consider talking to us. This is impossible. They are thinking. Is it? Yeah. Hey, yeah. Wait. With an old change, stop and tune up here and there. Oh, they want us to race. Oh no, you are going to suggest we go towards Yankee racing? Yeah, right. Are you insane? It's the only way, Nina. But seriously, why with my car? It's a wreck. There's nothing on 4 wheels I can fix. I just need some axle grease, a rag and a spark. This is up, isn't it? You just gotta earn a little respect, that's all. But I don't know how to race, and who has time to teach me? I can give you pointers from the passenger seat, but you need to race someone with a vehicle. Isn't there anyone up here who owes you a favor? Oh, that gives me an idea. Here we go. Okay, you ready? No. Too bad, let's go. Okay. What I do now? Okay, you first clash. My first what? Focus. You got to find your driver spirit in your emotional core and channel that through the wheel and pedals. You need to try and overpower the other drive spirit with your own. Wonderful. Could you maybe give a more practical explanation? Perfect. This is clash of spirits. You should focus on one of 3 emotions. Try to overpower them with your rage, full max them with your technique, or outrace them with pure self-belief. They'll respond with their own emotions. Rage beats belief, belief beats technique, technique beats rage. I can't remember that. Wait, it's like rock, paper, scissors? Yeah, that's the Junkin in Toad's Junkin Racing. But then which emotion do I choose? Don't overthink, just pick one. And find the truth in the heart of the drift. Technique. Win! Now what? This is a face-off. You have overcome the other drive spirit. Now it's time to drive that victor home. What do I do? You have got a choice. You can glare at them or flash them a smolder. They will come back with the same. You win by picking the opposite to whatever they pick. If you win, you can then either keep going or confront, or which will bank the spirit you have earned. What? Why could I ever confront if I keep going and score more? Because if you lose all of the spirit you have gained in the face-off. Risky. Sure, but if you max out the bar, you automatically win the next corner, no more clash. Okay? If you think you can do it, it can be worth the risk. Give it a try, just don't get greedy. Glare. Win. Smolder. Smolder. Glare. Just don't get around confront. Clash. Belief. Glare. Smolder. Confront because it's max. Time for your first corner. You know how to do a Scandinavian flick? No? Well, let's just cross our fingers and go for it. Flick the wheel to the wrong side to unstick the wheels, then pile on the gas to turn into the corner. What? Okay, because we had max, we do the, better than the other, okay. See? You are a natural. That actually felt pretty good. Depending on how much speed you add when you enter the corner, the position of your car and your opponent's car will change. If you win, you'll move forward, and if you lose, your opponents move forward. Might seem obvious, but you need to be in front at the end of the race in order to win, of course. I might just be coming around to this. I think she'll like it. More? Yes, please. But the problem is like it's so long, the race. Rage. Win. Glare. Glare again. Smaller. Lose, damn it. Clash. Technique. Again, smaller. Lose again, damn it. Rage. Glare. Confront. Win, like that we are in front. Believe. Draw. What happens if we draw in a clash? Neither of you win, but you gain power points or PP. Wait, is that PP? You can't use power right now, but soon when your own individual race style starts to emerge, power will allow you to perform special moves. Special moves? For now, you just know that if you draw, you will have to try again in next clash. Okay, here we go, Rage. Face off, glare. Glare again. Glare again. Lose. Damn it. Rage. Ah! Glare. Smolder. Confront. We go. Belief. The draw. Rage. We go. Glare. Smolder. Lose, damn it. You're still in front. We are still in front. Oh, I can see the PP. Okay. Rage again. Smolder. Smolder again. Lost. We're still in front because the guy doesn't have nothing. It's not gonna be easy. You can see. But I can see that when you are doing the race, there is some frame drops. Okay, let's confront to gain some bar. You can see some frame drops because it's too fast to go close to have some range, so that's one of the issues. Nice. Let's confront to gain the bar. I would like to understand how it does drift with a truck. You are approaching the first of the 4 hairpins. Didn't the ace mention them back at the Tesho Center? I think so. Nina, these are the most challenging part of the course. 4 corners in quick succession. Doesn't matter how far ahead or behind you are, you can win or lose the whole race in this corner, so be careful. Got it. So we need to be careful in here. Damn it. In here when it's glare or smaller, it's hard to win. Okay, confront, gain some bar. Here we go. Face off again. Damn it. These are them the cards. Confront, gain that bar. But they didn't explain the PP, and that is power points. Nina, I thought you might want to know. You just passed where where car went off the road. Yeah, I noticed, but I'm kind of busy here. Okay, face off. Nicely done. Confront, get that bar already because it's a lot. Like they say, don't be greedy, because you can lose immediately all the bar. So. Because the important thing here is to win only. But I think they need to explain yet what is PP, how to use it. Face off. Confront again that. Doing all those turns. That's the final straight. Never forget, Nina, speed on the final straight counts for extra. In the ace, as you approach the finish line, you might just come from behind if you give it your all. Got it. Glare. Damn it. Nicely done. Oh my god. We already reached the finish line. Okay, but you could see that he was already filling the bar. And we won, yeah! Okay, it's cool. I like it. Like you can see these animations too, like it's very good. The problem is the race is too big, so it's gonna take some time to win. So like, now that you finished the tutorial race, you can choose which race mode you wish to use. There are two modes, like on the card battles, action racing mode and cinematic racing mode. In action racing mode, Nina can lose race. You'll need to pay attention for clues about how to win each race. So you can always retry the race, there is no penalty for losing. In the cinematic racing mode, Nina will never lose a race unless that loss is important for the story. The game overall story will play out the same way regardless of your choice, of course, so feel free to choose whichever mode appeals to you. I will go for cinematic race mode because I want to continue with the story and not get stuck, like retry. I want to moving forward to see the story because it's what matters for me. So I go for the cinematic mode. That you never lose, you only lose if it is important for the story. Nina will always cross finish first in any race that she can win. If you lose while using this mode, it means that Nina needs to learn some new skill or acquire more information for trying that race. Yes. This same thing, I'm doing this same thing because because I want to see the story, nothing more. I don't want to get stuck, like retrying a lot, that can be boring. You can change your mind later by using your car in inspired parking lots. Okay. Well done. I just go check up on something. Back in a sec. Well, I survived. I think you did great. Gotta admit. It was kind of fun. Thanks, Cars. So it's like if you lose in this mode, it's because you are missing a skill, or it's on purpose because it's to go for the story. Great news, the Queen of Diamonds is going to allow me to borrow her car. Seeing as I came here with you, my wheels are back in Flash City. You want me more of a challenge? Bring it. That's what I like to hear. Come and speak to me when you are ready to go. Okay. Because if you want to switch the difficulty on the race mode, it's on your car that you need to switch. Like say, okay, I want to have a challenge. It's like in there, the car. Okay. It's good. Like I understand why they make this. Like okay, let me see if I will need to talk with someone. No, there is nothing to talk. It's like if you want to challenge, okay, you have there. But if you don't want, you only want to see the story. It's like always that mode. You have a bit more of challenge. Don't think I'll go easy just because you are a beginning. Let's race. Let's do this. So here you go. So don't forget that the mode I am, I'll always win. I have the choice, but I will always win. So here we go, baby. We have auto race, Let's see this. Auto race. You have set auto race. In auto race, Nina will perform the rest of the race automatically. This feature is useful if you just want to watch the race without having actively participate. It will last until the end of this race. Additionally, Nina is going to win the race provided it's possible for her to win. This is useful if you have decided you don't want the stress of minor winning the race and there is no penalty for using this. Yes, I want to turn on the auto race. I think it's a good thing, like that you don't need to get tired like that. I understand like, oh, but it's better to choose like that. But like, come on computer. I'm not liking that we are losing. But at the same time I like, in this mode that I'm playing, I don't need to be played because you are always going to win. In the other is like you don't need to. In the other mode you can't put that because it's you that need to play. You are good, but I'm no pushover. But sometimes I think maybe it will be better for the player because you can like fill the bar faster or I'll say confront to not lose the bar. Sometimes it's better being the player at the same time. I can understand that. Not bad. You think so? One problem in here on this race is like because the camera comes close and then goes far away, sometimes the game loses a little bit of frames because of that, because being fast, coming closer, coming far away. So yeah, and that's one thing that sometimes in this type of games happen because you are being fast, right? Come closer, far away, come closer, far away, so. Well, the computer has the max bar. Jesus. Let's see why I say like the race are a lot big. Takes some time. Oh, computer should be doing that confront. But you can see that it's big and takes some time to end the race. Nicely done. Do you feel it yet? The truth in the heart of the drift? Like the car in the next stage of your soul? I think at least the race should be smaller to be fast like the card game. The card game is fast because it's like taking out the life of the player, right? In here you can see that's huge, so it takes a lot of time. I think they should shorten a little bit, like that is fast. Yes, it's a mini game like that, but could be a little short. It's what I will say, at least in terms of feedback. The race should be short, not long. What is it? I saw something by the side of the road. Like what? Sorry, it was too fast. Where are you? Just before the site of Clara crash. Okay, you focus on the race. I'll try to get down there and have a look around. So she saw something. Maybe it's what Jocelyn saw and hit can be. But it's like the mini games are good. I have to say the mini games are very good. The card game, the racing, it's good because it's paper, scissors, and rock. So is that type of game. What I would change in the mini games is like on the card games. On the card game, it's like I won't change nothing. It's good, like holographic, everything like that. That's good. In here, the only thing will be like the camera doesn't need to come closer or go far away. It should be like far away to see everything like this. Doesn't change that, and the race to be shorter only. The rest is good, showing the drifting like that. This is it. Show me your truth, Nina. She immediately looks that. A draw. What? Computer, you are losing. And then this, it's like when you are near the end, is amazing. Seeing the characters there like, It's amazing. The artwork, very good. And then when you win, well, she's happy, of course. Those will be my feedback for the mini games. Like the card game is very good, no feedback for that. On the race, the camera still stays one always, doesn't change close and far away, always at the same position, and the race to be shorter a little bit. You won, great race. I gotta admit, this is kind of fun. Nina. Hey Dylan, about that thing you saw just before the sight of Clara's crash. Wait, you are back already? Turns out Terry had a beat up moped in the back of his truck, so I just borrowed it for a bit. But that's not important right now. The thing you saw, like above at the side of the road, yeah, it's a waylaid wheel from a car complete with a flat tire. Aha! The wheel. You found that by the side of the truck? That's right. It was probably visible because of the thawing snow. It has been a bit warmer these past couple of days. Could this be the wheel that was missing from Clara's crashed car? I don't think so. You found this before the crash site and the track goes downhill. Before the... What is it, Ren? Though the track is downhill on the whole, the elevation varies. There's actually a dip on the straight before the crash site. So you are saying this could have rolled back up the track? I'm just saying it's possible. Maybe it came off, struck at the tree and then rolled to where you found it. Okay, alternative theory, this might have been whatever Jocelyn struck on the road to cause an impact. Oh, you're right, it really could be. Good thinking, Dylan. The plans align sometimes. You could be right. Can I have a closer look? The bolts look like they have been shorn off in some kind of accident, but something's just not right about his wheel. Like what? I'm not sure. Can I borrow this from you guys? I'll return it. I just want more time to study it. No problem. You are our vehicle expert after all. Okay, so he saw something that's odd. Now what? I guess we keep racing? If you are going team by team, the Queen of Diamonds will be next. Then let's get to it. So we need to face the teams, right? It's what it seems. Let's go. So it has to be this, right? Hey, so Sabria, we have say Chatterbox tries to spy. Chatterbox? You mean loose lips sink ships? Duh. I have no words that likes you. Okay. You serious think I want to talk to you? Maybe it's been a while. Not long enough. Isn't that a bit much? Mind your own business, Google boy. Hey. Let it go, Dylan. That sounds like a hell of an argument. What do you care? Oh, I'm sorry, we aren't met. I'm in Aquila, this same you do, present as a god. In that case, look like hostile race thing. As I go say outside like you know what to say. Even if you call Ankin Corp, not doubted. Roots. Hey, so, beat Cyclops, you are nowhere near metal enough. Roots. Hey, yourself, can you believe this? It's crazy, right? Yeah, it's getting warmer every day. We are on a sizzle. Oh, I thought we were talking about the argument earlier. Oh, that's Steve's stuff, not really your business. At least she's polite about it. Huh, how I face someone? How I face someone? Because it says the heart, or diamond. Are you King of Diamonds? Okay, it's this. Have we met before? I don't think we met her. You are in the line for the hot truck a few days ago. You look concerned about Sophie. What was it? I thought you were going to ask me to race. Gotta warn you, thought no one defeats my belief or technique. Power of belief and technique, that's an oddly specific boast. I will race anyone who stands in my way, then I'll make you a deal. If you beat me, then I'll answer your question. Let's race. Let's go. Here we go. But we have to face all the red team. Is it? That's kind of weird. Okay, so because it's no, okay. It's like I'm not gonna put the auto race, I think, because I want to do this too. Because only watching the race is kind of like can get like a boring watching only the race. Damn it! Come on. Come on, you can win. Confront, let me gain the bar. Like that we are in front. Because you can put auto race, but you don't play, you only stay watching. And that can be like kind of boring at the same time, right? Oh, she's pretty good. You will find there is a world of difference between Jack and a Queen. You will need some fire in your belly if you want to beat me. Always lose rage. Nice. Now what? Smolder. Nice. Confront, gain that bar. It's a huge bar already. Oh. We still are in first. She must have a weakness. Has she measured anything useful? Something you can use against her? No one can beat my technique or self-belief. Nice. Damn it. Damn it. Holy shit, she gained a lot of bar. Okay, confront, gain that bar to be in front of her. Fuck! Not easy when it's only glare and smolder. Because I want to gain more bar to be in front. Damn it! Still in front, we have a huge lead. You have speed, but you need style to really achieve greatness of Unspire. Damn. She will need to use the confront. Jesus. Fuck! I need to confront in here to gain the bar. God, I need it. You are approaching the first the 4 R-pins. Fuck, again, she moved against me. What? 2 times same. She used it. Damn. I did glide and she counters me again. Rage. Glare? Again, same. It's like, what? Is it random or is like always same? She is losing. Damn it. Okay, nice. It's like that glare and smaller is like so it's so hard to know how you're gonna win, because you can win like put more bar, but it's like so random. Okay, confront, gain that bar. That's why I was always rage. It's almost always a win. This final straightening, I'm in there. It's always a win, almost rage. Smolder. Confront, gain that bar. Smolder. Nice, like that we are already in the end. Nice. And like that we win. Of course, the more that I put, we will always win. If you lose, it's because you need a skill or because it's a part of the story. Nicely done. I understand why the auto race like that people doesn't need to like to press, but it's like it's a mini game. Well, Ren wasn't kidding. You are really something. I'm just a beginner, maybe, but you have a strong spirit. Do you mind if I ask about the other night now? Shoot. You seem to, I don't know, flinch? When it was mentioned that Clara got to the mountain quite late, well, it's nothing really. Come on, you must have a reason no matter how tenuous. Okay, it's really just a tiny thing. Clara has my copy of Dragon Fantasy The Revenge on DVD. I've seen that movie, it's pretty good. But what does that have to do with anything? I want to get it back on the night Clara died, so I tried to call her. I tried her 2 times from around 6 through to when I left from mountain at 7:30. But there was no answer. I just assumed she was busy. Okay, so Clara was busy during that time. Not sure what to say about that. Anything we find which can help us build up a picture of Clara moments might come in handy at some point. Thanks, don't mention. Though you'll have to race the King of Diamonds next, and be warned, he is no pushover. Okay, let's save, always. Because like I said, the races are too big, they need to short a little bit, like it's too much time. You again, so you are the one that's rifling through the rest of Dancing Diamonds. And outside like you, not quite sure how to respond to that, but yes, I beat Jack and Queen. Useless. He seems angry. Maybe I can go him? You think you could be better? You are all racing the same car. Don't you know anything? All of us, I mean, each team chooses a car and we all use the same one. That would have been obvious if you would be paying attention. At least nearly all of us. I guess I had noticed, but I hadn't really thought about it. Why is that? Homologation, or at least that's not the proper word, but it's the term that we use. Homologation. There are rules, etiquette. But being outside, you wouldn't know about that, would you? Outside or not, I want to know what you guys were arguing about earlier. Not gonna happen. Well then, if you won't listen to me now, maybe we'll on-site outrank you. Ha, good one. Enjoy the sight of my tail lights. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Here we go, another race. Okay. Against the king. What? He's always against the rage. Oh, damn it. You still feeling cocky, outsider? What's going on? This guy is tough.
Oh, just possible.
He's always against the rage.
Possibly.
Like, is it possible to win against him? Because he's against everything that I do. I don't fire up. Careful you don't burn out. What? Keep up the bound, Nina. Like, come on. Draw. Huh? Wait a minute. They do the glare and smolder like that, and I don't counter him. It's PowerPoints. They never explain about that. But wait, I have to do this always, and I can boost, but they do, and I don't do nothing against that. Try to get closer to him. I'm not going down without a fight. You sure you haven't been fighting for too long already? Forget it, you'll never understand. Maybe if you explain what's wrong, you'll have to beat me first. Let's confront to get near him. Sure. But we are getting near to him. But But we are still behind. You are approaching the first of 4 RPs, okay? Come on! Always say that I'm losing. Yes. It's like random. Right? It's like, okay, it's rock, paper, scissors, but it's like, Jesus. You are always losing in the beginning there. Like that I have a huge bar already.
So you have 2 PP.
But I don't know how to use. Yes, I have that, but they never explain it. How to use. Because they say there is PowerPoints, and it's like, okay, there is for something, but like, they never say a button to use. Okay, like that we are in front of him? No, not yet. I need more. Okay, I can't get greedy, like they say, don't get greedy because you can lose. Of course now it's like they are letting us win because of the mode that I put, of course, that I chose. Because if you imagine, if you put the other, you will be losing a lot. That's why that it's like, I want to see the story, but you could play the other, but like I said, you can get stuck on the mini games. So be careful always with that. Don't get cocky, get that bar. Maybe that those PP is to later that you're gonna learn something, a skill. I can't let them outside like you win. This is the final straight, Nina, I'm in there. Because they talk about that, then you need to learn some skills sometimes, like you can't win a race if you don't have that skill. So I will imagine that is 4 skills that you're gonna learn. Like on the card mini game card game, that you need to you learn some skills, but you didn't need to use it. Get that bar. It's already at max and we won. But see, if you put the other difficult, it will be hard for you to win sometimes. Because like a lot of games have like this rock paper scissors, right? But it's different always. But sometimes the IE can read your like what you are going to choose, so that can be hard. God, I'm just too in my head today. You okay? I'm just worried about Keisuk and the others. I've been a bit off tool all evening. As someone who has a job where I see a lot of impairment and worry, you are coping better than some. Just try not to get so personal with your thoughts, maybe? I'm sorry. So, the argument? Yeah. That started a few weeks ago. Keisuk was approached by an enormous will-be benefactor who want to invest in the Dancing Diamonds team. A sponsor? They offer you guys a chance to be a professional motorsport team. That's probably the simplest way of putting it. So what happened? We rejected, of course. The Dancing Diamonds run free. We are not sellouts. Keisuk took some time to think it over, but in the end we refused it. But ever since then things have been weird. Weird? Tense, I guess. People have had meetings, quiet meetings. They say they are not coming out to the Spire on the one evening, they are going to the gym. But you look online and they are not at the gym, they are with some of the others. It's about trust. That's right. Ever since that damn offer, but this is just kind of our internal drama. Maybe. Maybe not. Buyout refusal diamonds. So someone offered sponsorship but they didn't want. Mina. Ryoko, just what do you think you are doing? My job. Don't give me that. Oh god. Think you are a race just because you learn a thing or two from the diamonds? This is so you, and you don't even realize it. With the what now? Hey Nina, Nina's not... Zip it, Google boy. You got no lines in display. Okay, that's enough. I'm only racing because I need to find out more to support the case. Whatever this is, I've got no time for it. You want to face, huh? Fine, go get that jalopy you call a racing car. Then you'll see just how out of your depth you are. You gonna face her? Damn. But maybe it's going to be too loose. Because like that, it's going to be too loose. Yeah. Hey, what the? You mean to max? What the hell? Jesus, what the? How did she get so far ahead? Confused? You should be. It's confused when something changed right before your eyes. Wait, does she mean... Look at that. Again, to max. So you're gonna lose against her. It's not to win. It's not to win against her. There it is again. Is there anything unusual about the corners? Yeah, a high-pitched mechanical sound. She must have a turbo on that thing. If she masters that... So I'm gonna put out the race because it's too loose. You're not gonna win. Because look at that. She feels the bar immediately. You can't win against her. So I put out the race because I don't need to be pressing because it's too loose. I can't better see you back then, Nina. What are you going to do? Buy a scarf? Cut your hair? Do you seriously want to bring up that old argument again? You are supposed to be racing. We? There's only one race on this track, Nina, and it's not you. Yeah, you can't even win. So that's why you're gonna need to learn a skill to pass through her. Maybe it's gonna be boosts. That's what I think it's gonna be. I knew it. What? You might have beat the diamonds, but the way you drive is just a mishmash of their styles. You haven't changed at all. She fills up that, and it's already done. And you can see that even reached to immediately to the final. You couldn't win. So this is what I meant when it's you to lose. That the computer feels everything. Like you know, it's like. Whoop. Okay, so we see that you can't win against this. You see what I mean? A racer spirit is inimitable, like a fingerprint. You are no racer. In fact, you're not even a good Anya Miller. Too far, Hyoko. I can't believe you have dredged that up after all this time. You expect me to apologize? Because you will go home disappointed. Don't drag me into this old drama you racers have going on. Who told you about that? Was it Hank? I have my source. As if it matters. Saw that little falling out early, did you? Some of the people on this mountain just don't get it. You can't resist change. It's like the tides. Stand against it and you just get washed away. What? Hurts team misery. Okay. I thought maybe Clara would come around eventually. The ace brought their argument out onto the track and now Clara's gone. And mark my words, I'll make them pay for that. Hyuk. Interesting. Threatening the other team. Hyuk. I'm not the only one who wasn't changed. That was revealing. I had no idea you were a lesbian. I'm not. He's like, kind of confused. The math, I went off with math. Seriously, man? Bye? That's oversimplifying it, but if I just say yes, can we move on from this discussion? I guess I should have realized it. I mean, you talk about Anya all the time. Really, Dylan? What did I say? I know you are walking through a bit of a minefield here, but do you have to step on every single mine? Anya and I were close, but not in that way. Oh. So why did you and Hyoko, break up? You probably see enough now to work it out for yourself. We only dated for 3 months. And about 2 months in, I started working for Military Defense and Law. It was taking up all of my time. And I were working on my first few cases. It was so exciting. Was Hyoko jealous? Did she maybe think... No, Hyoko isn't that shallow. But in a way, kinda. She was jealous of my new job, my new life. After a month it came to a head and we had a huge fight. She said I would change like under Anya's supervision. I was becoming a different person. And she didn't like that person. I mean, I've noticed you talk about Anya a lot. Like when you are working. Maybe, but isn't that just I do normal? She taught me so much about how to be a successful attorney. Ryoko asked me to make a choice, but she just couldn't accept that this is who I am. You say that like you were born to be a lawyer. Born? No. Made. By someone who helped me when no one else would. So, you dumped Ryoko? No one dumped anyone. We had an adult conversation where you dumped her? It wasn't like that. Believe me, it's near always like that for someone. Maybe you're right. Profile Ryoko Kamiyama. So she dated Ryoko, okay. Nina, still nothing decisive. What? We found out a lot about the races and this in fight of theirs. But that kind makes the ace look worse, not better. Even so, everyone left already. Everyone going home for the night. I'm not sure us freezing to death out here will help the ace. You're right. Okay, let's get in the car and back to the office. Interesting. Now we know why Ryoko is angry always. Okay, go to flash it. You can see that if you want you can change the mode. The race mode. Nina, do you hear that? What? Sounds like a car. Whoa. A limousine. Who's going there? Is that a limo? At this hour? Looks like we are not the only ones still here. Oh, Trey. Think this might be important? Maybe we can sneak over there. Whoop, they jump. Who could we possibly be meeting? Who is that? What the? Uh-oh, another... She's remembering something. That person? Do I know her? Who is? Mr. Gearson. You call me here, so I'm here. What do you want? Think she's the person who's offering to make the team legit? I can't hear what they are saying. Do you want to get closer? Something about her. I don't... Psst, Nina. Sorry, I was lost in thought for a second. Closer? Maybe. How could you? You heartless sociopath. Her body very cold and very well. I can see that now is not the proper time. We will be in touch. But who is she? Is the sponsor? Is it? Interesting. Very interesting. But it seems that Nina knows her, but doesn't remember who it is. Nina, are you okay? I don't know. You look wired. You are practically trembling. He's right, my legs feel like jelly. What's wrong? You look as though you have seen a ghost. What if I told you that I had... Nina, you are kind of freaking me out. Are you okay? No. It's freezing out here. Give me your keys, I will drive us back to the office. So she knows who is that, but she's not remembering. Interesting. Who it is? Okay, Aquila defense unlocked, January 9. Someone that's gonna be important. Maybe for the Anya case? Oh, she's remembering, try to remember who it is. Like she said, like it seems like it was a ghost. Who? When? Maybe it was a person that should have died, but was only a fake. This is useless. I got to try it tomorrow. I need to sleep. I just can't figure out who she is, but it feels like I should know. I don't know enough to look her up and can't describe her well enough to ask the police. That's it. Hania say I should trust them, so I should be careful. But there's someone I can ask when it's an unanswerable question. Aha, the guy. What did they say last time? Yeah, that was it. I need to use the payphone at the convenience store. Yep. So he maybe knows something? Convenience store. Yeah. The payphone. Where is the payphone? What? No, it's in there. Okay. It is in here, the payphone. I thought it was that. Car life wire. What it was again? 555-548-39473. They said to prank them. So I guess now I head to the warehouse. Okay, so now we go back to the warehouse, it seems. Because it's like say, oh, I need to talk with you, and if they say, okay. Near. Warehouse. Livewire, are you here? They must be here somewhere. It's always like that, we need to walk. Why? Why you don't come to us? Hello again, Mr. Aquila. I come to talk. He's always there. I wonder when I might see you again. Have you become quite the illegal street racer? Tell me, is it exhilarating? More like terrifying. Here we go. I assume you are not here to ask about racing tips. No. Some time ago you allowed me to borrow a crucial piece of evidence to exonerate Tavis Crew, the Black Lady. That's right. When I return it, you say I could call on you if I ever needed to. Correct. In that case, I have some unanswered questions, mysterious woman. Tonight, up at the Rosso Spire, there was a woman. That is not unusual. Let me finish. This woman, she was talking to the King of Spades about something. Part of his speech is related somehow to how the teams have been approached by a wealthy sponsor. She was wearing a bespoke suit, and I think she was Japanese. Why did you come to ask me this? Her mannerism, her eyes, there was coldness to them, and when she appeared, it was like I had seen a ghost. You know this person? That's just it. I feel like I do. Your memory of her is deep. It's like a shadow of a memory wrapped in your feeling. In a way, when I picture her face, it's like I can picture her more clearly than anyone else I ever known. More than Anya, more than Dylan. I guess the closest comparison I have are the loose memories of my parents. But just as my mind reached for her, the freezing fizzles out, like ink washing down a drain. I see. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I would ask you about her. Does he know? I feel you may have asked me a question that only you can answer. Damn. Well, I suppose it was worth a try. But if I have to suggest, before the game is up, a true master owns every piece on the board. From the lowliest pawn to the mighty queen. Watch for long enough and perhaps you will identify this piece by its movements. I will be patient. Not quite the answer I was looking for. The prudent moves seldom harm. I have some unanswered questions, that is Claramas. Have you followed the events of Foster Ace trial? Of course you have. Nothing in this case makes sense. Clara was behind, then in front, then dead. And the motives to cause her to lose the race are piling up. You are losing sight of the problem, Miss Aquila. Above the piece on the board is the hand that moves them. But that hand is connected to the player, and those moves are an extension of their strategy. When the player confronts another, then play. But if the style of a player is known beforehand, the game is lost before it has ever begun. One of these days, a straight out will be nice. Have someone answer? Okay, before it has begun? Indeed. The true chess master has a strategy which is flexible and adapts to changing circumstances. You are studying because I like the evidence to flip my assumptions, I know. I'm not Anya, she was always better at that. Rock. What? A novice player may imitate the moves of Grandmaster, but they cannot claim to be a master themselves. Rather, they are just skilled at mimicry. Like some sort of imposter. Very good, Mr. Aquila. An imposter may be very convincing, but even if they take their master hat and cloak, they will just look all the more foolish when they are unmasked. You sound just like Ryoko. You are suggesting I imitate Anya and that won't work this time, is that it? I'm simply talking about chess. Yeah, I know, I came here looking for answers and you have only given me questions. Then I will leave you with one more. The first move in this particular match. Do you know when it was? The first move? Does it mean the event that started all this? That was Clara's death. I mean, I guess I was nearby. Yes, at least I think so. I was at Hostel Vista parking lot around the time Clara died. Really? Only really? Are you certain? Oh, so maybe on the house when that guy Trey delivered the car. So maybe it started at the house. Maybe it's that. Certain? Well, yeah. The first move is what I think. Maybe everything started on the house of Clara. What does that even mean? Okay, the end of the day. Safe, of course. Always. Okay, January 9. Taking shower, everything. So everything may start at Clara's house when Trey delivered the car. That couch is surprisingly comfortable. It's weird though. Did you go somewhere last night? Oh, about that. I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk around the block. Nina, are you okay? Last night, I don't think I ever seen you so shaken up. It's fine, really. How are you mumbling in your sleep? Something about whether you knew that person. Do you work out who it was? No. But maybe it'll come to me. Either way, we got a job to do. Okay, but if you wanna talk about it, thanks. You ready for the court? Good to go, boss. Let's go to get to the courthouse. Okay, let's save. Gonna stop here. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. These, like I said, the episode 2 and episode 3 are longer because you have the mini games, and of course there is more things that you need to find, more evidence like that. So it takes more time because the game is around 10 hours. So that's why it takes more time, because the episode 1 was on a tutorial, second and third will be longer. But it's like, the story is always good because you want to know more. So they are always good, and the characters that appear are always interesting to see. And of course the mini games are good, but at least the card game, it was all good and it was fast. The car racing, they need to at least to the race not to be long, to be shorter, because it takes so much time to end the race. It's the thing that I would say them to change. But overall, I'm liking the game. Like I say, I'm liking. So yeah. If you guys want to play the game, you can, like I said always, you can buy it on Steam. It's cheap, and the longevity of the game is huge. So yeah, it's a good game to buy it. And like I was thinking, like, it's an indie gem. This game is an indie gem. Like Ace Attorney, and with things that Ace Attorney never improved, they improved this game as that improving here. So yeah. I'll be back tomorrow to continue and try to beat Nina Aquila Legal Eagle Season 1 Episode 3, and try to beat it and give my feedback then when I beat the game. But I think tomorrow I'll beat it, because we're gonna do the second day of the court, so we're gonna have to beat the other teams of race, so we are near to the end. So hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough, and see you guys tomorrow for more Nina Aquila.